Hello everybody, welcome back to the Game of Muscle YouTube channel live, where we're going to be doing some Assetto Corsa before Assetto Corsa Competizione comes out in 2 weeks time. So we've got to get our AC use in there, though to be honest I think AC is going to be the mod platform for a while. So even with ACC out, there's always going to be reasons to play Assetto Corsa. But we are back. That's the main thing. If you watch this as a catch-up video, you know, click the like button, subscribe, all that bloody YouTube bollocks. Oh, we've already sweared ourselves to a flag on the old YouTubey system. That's it. Gonna have to delete the stream. Hello, everybody in the chat room. It's going to be rather chilled out this evening. It's going to be nice and easy. Fanatec chill. Oh yeah, there's Fanatec wheels. Hello, the Lord Antrax. I've got my coffee. I don't even have tea. I've got a coffee. It's gonna be chilled out. It's gonna be just chilled out. Do I have a cold? Yes. Well, I don't know. I've got like sinus of death. Still hungover. Right, let's get the credits going, and we'll continue talking with my face on the screen, because that'll be better for you guys, won't it? You like a bold man on your screen. Hello there. Let's hope this all works. Hello, that MKK. Hello, Lagugumunga. Hello, Robster. Everyone else that's joined us. Chair Muscle Icon in the house. Hello. Welcome back. After it's been like 2 weeks, hasn't it? No, yeah, it probably has been about 2 weeks. Sorry, guys. Been a popular pangolin recently. Is this? What's going on? Oh dear. Hello, Cooper Moogle. So we're going to try and do some AC. I'm going to try. I don't even know if anything's working anymore. I've got the wheel plugged in. I think the wheel's working. That's about it, really. Everything's in a bit of disarray. Bonjour. We've got a new toy to play with here. If we're going to shill Fanatec to the max. Look at this. We picked this off with the dinner tables. We've got like a Fanatec fidget block. This is my new favourite toy. I mean, look at that. It literally does nothing. It's quite heavy though. You could throw it at someone and cause serious damage. This is for when you get angry at people. You can relax. It's a Titwinkle cube. Fanatec should ditch the direct drive wheel, and they should just sell these to people. Tell people not to bother with sim racing. Forget that. It's too much stress. Have a little stress cube. So much better than sim racing. Less energy. It's all good. My wireless keyboard has arrived. Nice. That's good. I'm glad you got a wireless keyboard. Bernd Hebelson in the house. Hello, Mr. Bernd. Magnets not like Fanatec pedal shifters. Oh. Little do you know, young man. Little do you know. Let's get the game up going here. Assetto Corsa. Let's hope this all works. I'm not expecting this to work. Have to run to the store. Nice, Rob. To be honest, 30 Newton meter Simracing is pretty damn awesome. You know, anything direct drive is really good. I mean, I know in my video I was joking about the AccuForce wheel feeling a bit like grainy, but even the AccuForce wheel is bloody amazing. You know, all these direct drive wheels, Bodner, AccuForce, small OSW, even the tiny OSWs from Super City, the sort of 6 Newton meters, anything where there's a wheel put on a shaft is good. You know, is so much better than the belt driven wheels. I mean, this is why I was a big fan of the G25, because though it's a bit crap and tinny, it's as direct as you could get with having the motors attached to the shaft of the wheel. No belts or anything. That's what I'm all about. Filthy Regs. Remember to like the video stream. Izzy's going to set up a server. Is this actually working? Let's just double check everything. Filthy Regs. There, I'm getting audio there, so that should work. Not now. Thanks, guys, that are buying stuff with my Fanatec affiliate link. Bloody hell! Just uploading this video. I'm worried that people trust me. People already using the link on that video. don't trust me. I'm not trustworthy. I you know, just don't trust me. Still waiting for my Thrustmaster TMX. Nice. Yeah, I need to try the F1 2018. So, Izzy's got a server. Who's going to be running a server? Is there a Simracing system race going on? Oh, someone was asking about my voice. I don't know what's going on. This last 2 weeks I was really ill. This is what was funny with the on like Tuesday last week. I think maybe some like kid at Silverstone diseased me. I didn't sleep at the Silverstone weekend all the night before, so I had 3 days of no sleep. Then I think I got I don't know what I got, but it was bad. And then we went to the Germany Fanatec thing, and I was just on so many drugs I didn't know what was going on. And now I seem to just have like a blocked sinus, but I don't feel too bad now. So I guess we're getting better. I don't know what's going on though, but yeah, that's why I probably sound funny, because my sinuses are blocked up. You didn't use the word nuance in the Fanatec video. Who are you? And what have you done? That'll be coming for the proper review. I know I've missed it all. What's this? We've got Maserati at Chang International. Well, I'm glad we've missed that. Oh, that's a good point. Why did I go back to the Assetto Corsa launcher? I was just on autopilot. It's been so long I haven't used a computer. I don't know what's happening. Let's use what's it called? Content Manager. I need to make a video on Content Manager as well. God, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I don't even know what's going on. Absolutely total bamboozle. Frolicking about Silverstone in Germany. I know. It's been mental. Total mental 2 weeks. Well, it's only like been a week and a half really, but I feel like I've done a year's worth of stuff in like 4 days. Give my chair muscle some airtime. I'm replacing chair muscle. He's a little bugger. Doesn't deserve the attention. Needs to be replaced with something that's got better comfort. Do I have baseline OSW setups? No. Well, I kind of just use. I use really bad wheel settings. So, you know, this is what I use for AC. It's kind of for my streaming. You know, I turn the force feedback down, so just have a little bit of dampening on, and then in AC I've got the what's it called? The oscillation thing in that INI file, the OSW experimental mode. But these settings are not good, to be honest. There'll be better settings. This is just what I've been using mostly for streaming, because if I'm doing like 7 hours of streaming, I don't want to have the full direct drive broken wrist experience. I'll put it back on AC here. Well, I mean, that's it. The Hitachi cushion really gets you going. That's what makes me enjoy my sim racing. It's all about those deep vibrations. Remember about the E49 I bought 2 weeks ago? I swapped it to the E46 that I bought, and then what? The Onion King's just gone car crazy. So, hey Isaac West. Izzy's got a server up here, I think, which should be cool, so we can get driving. Oh, there we go. It was already on the screen. Password is T in capital letters. So, whilst I was at this Fanatec thing, I stole a couple of these. I've got 2 more of these, and I'll have to give them away, but I don't know how to give them away. They're totally pointless. But I thought it'd be cool to give some away. Don't think Thomas was impressed with me stealing them. I think they were for the other guests, but they were left on the tables when people had gone, so I thought, you know what, I'll just nick some. No one will notice. Why is this not joining? Hello, it's Matt Malone, guys. Matt was at the Fanatec thing. Guys, check out Matt Malone on the... Thank you, that's enough. Is that a re-sponsor? Big Ben, ignited. And let's hope that's Theresa May exploding. One can only hope. Thanks, Naf, for re-sponsoring. Matt Malone. So he was at the Fanatec thing. Absolute dude. He's I like to say Matt Malone. He doesn't suffer jet lag. He's like a Le Mans 24-hour driver in that regard, and he can handle more drink than a Porsche 911 on a hot lap. So beware if you're ever in Matt Malone's company, you probably want to prepare yourself. How's it going, Matt? You, I'm presuming you've just woken up. Actually, I'm thinking of it. You sound homoerotic when talking about. Well, he's an arousing guy. He's an arousing guy. he has such a cliche American accent. Watch his vlogs of the Fanatec thing. Let me put this. Oh no! Don't do the fanfic of that. What's your YouTube channel, Matt Malone? Is it Showdown? Is it Matt Malone as your YouTube channel? For some reason, oh, it is Matt Malone. It's your bloody name's there. For some reason, his Twitter is like the Showdown 1984, which is just confusing. Right, watch his vlogs if you get a chance. I like how he's done. Whilst we're at the thing, he's doing all these serious vlogs, and he's trying to like get details out and be all like, you know, precise and stuff. And then just about every one of his vlog videos, there's me in the background floating around doing weird stuff. I didn't even realise I was in every single one of his vlogs. I feel a little bit guilty, but you know, you got to get your airtime. You have to get your face in the videos, otherwise everyone forgets about you. You might as well be dead. So subscribe to his YouTube channel, but he mostly does Twitch, and he's a filthy iRacer. So actually, just ignore him. Don't encourage him. These bloody iRacers ruining everything. He's speeding the Mazda as well. So yeah, just slag him off. Let him know that iRace is terrible. Quastwostruquopolis. I saw your videos about the Fanatec Podium series that you did, and I found the videos very interesting. But I feel that considering the DD competition is a little expensive. Yeah, I mean, I think the DD2 is expensive. The DD1, I'm not sure. It'll be like tallying it up with the rim and the quick release and stuff. I've not really fully thought about it because I don't know how much the like a table mount solution and stuff. I've not really gone into it. In terms of the actual end quality, though, nice. The quick release is nice. The wheel rims are nice, and the force feedback feels really nice. So at the moment, all I've put out is a little preview video. I think it'll be interesting to do a proper side-by-side comparison video at home, and then and see, looking at the final pricing of everything, and then it'll be possible to go, is a OSW better value for money, So at the moment, it's just it was just nice at trying it at the event, and it actually being a good direct drive wheel, feeling pretty much the same as the SW20. Maybe in some ways better. I can't really tell. It felt pretty similar. So it was just nice that we've got another direct drive wheel on the market that's a solid piece of kit. That's all I was really concerned about, to be honest. I really want more companies making direct drive wheels. Like hopefully Thrustmaster do one. Hopefully AccuForce put out another one. But their AccuForce is already getting cheaper. We've got the Simplicity low newton meter direct drive wheels. That's the main thing. I just want direct drive wheels for everyone, to be honest, because it's so much better than belt driven rubbish. Do you remember when this channel was about sim racing? It's about talking rubbish. Come on. Our most successful stream was me hoovering live at 3 o'clock in the morning and then going out and buying cable ties. That's the kind of content we bring. Will you be getting an RTX card for ACC? The ray tracing nonsense? I won't be buying one myself. I can't afford that. If Nvidia want to send me one, I won't say no. But I can't afford to buy a new graphics card. I got a 1080 Ti that MSI sent me last year, and that's fine, you know. Well, I don't really care about the graphics. As long as I can hit the frame rates, I don't care. A 1080 Ti is pretty damn awesome. I don't think the new Nvidia cards are that much of a jump over the 1080 Ti, unless I'm mistaken. Also, Tom Hardware's stupid article has put me off. Have unsold the idea of it to me. I mean, obviously that's nothing to do with Nvidia, but Tom's Hardware, what are you doing, guys? Tom's Hardware used to be the website for unbiased, pure benchmarks and a good summary. So you could go to Tom's Hardware and you'd be like, you know, you check it out. That might be a problem. That might be a little bit of a problem. So you check out the website and you get information. You wouldn't have to tit around looking at reviews and stuff. And yeah, they're high. It's just depressing. I mean, I guess it's good for the guys that set up Tom's Hardware. They've probably got money from selling it to whoever's in charge of it now. But it's annoying. Moving kit into seller was a great stream. It really was. Why are my controls not working? Probably because I've plugged something into another port and now I've broken everything. This is typical. Settings. Assetto Corsa. Just use the clutch properly. That's normally the noise that happens when I get into a car. Moving kit into set. Oh, I've read that. Never say never. Yeah, well, I mean, I said my point is I'm not going to buy it myself. Have I actually broken my pedals? Wouldn't be surprised to break everything I use. So, I think it's how do we even use this? I've forgotten how to even set this up. Oh, maybe this has come out. Sorry for missing chat messages. I know I'm always on. I'm always nailing it. I unplugged everything when I went out because I didn't want to leave all my devices on. You know. I know it might not even be in the USB port. That's what I was just checking. I kind of just wrenched everything out. Oh dear. God, this is such a mess. I really need to redo my bunker. It is a total disaster. Okay. Oh no, it's not plugged in. I don't think it's plugged in. Oh dear. USB 3. Look at this one. Let's see if that works. Yeah, and we might be getting a new Simrig to review as well soon. Oh, there we go. There's the handbrake. Probably the pedals as well. Yeah, apparently if you don't plug stuff in, it doesn't work. Can you believe it? Back to the traditional. That's probably a good idea, is he? We're back to the traditional Game of Muscle streaming. Ah, there it is. Look at that. You know, this is how we do it. When have we ever done stuff properly without problem? I was amazed that we managed to do that live stream from Fanatec without everything blowing up. That was pretty good. Well, let's try that. Seems to have loaded up the same settings. Well, if that works, we've plugged that into a different port. That would be awesome. That would be a good indication of how good Content Manager is. Fanatec for the broken nose. I really smashed myself in the face. I honestly thought I was gonna start bleeding all over the place. I'm amazed I didn't. I was rather fortunate that it hit me sort of just below the nose and just above the teeth. If it had been lower, it probably would have knocked a tooth out, and if it was in my nose, it probably would have broken my nose. It wasn't like a light hit. I was full pulling it, like absolute maximum force. It's a shame we didn't record the sound, or I didn't have another view on, because it was ridiculous. I was crying. You know when something hurts so much that you're not like crying, like ooh crying, but your eyes just water. It was like, you know when you eat something super spicy, or you just really like, you just hurt yourself to the point where your eyes are just watering, effectively crying. But yeah, it was pretty bad, but it was also pretty funny. Even at the time I found it funny, so pain tears, yeah. Are we back? Are we back? Refresh, guys. Are we back? We're back. Let me know in chat if we're back. We're back. The OBS disconnected. Oh, there we go. We're back. Okay, so yeah, I understand. Like, crying makes sense. Like, you know, if you're upset emotionally, crying makes sense, because other people could be like, "Oh, look, you're emotional." That makes sense. I understand the evolutionary point to that. I don't understand the point of your eyes watering when you hurt yourself, because all it does is make it harder to see what you're doing. It's like what's the point of your eyes watering when cutting onions? You're just more likely to cut your fingers off. It's ridiculous. Is audio working? Matt Malone's still here. What are you doing? You're massaging yourself with English accent. Poor Matt Malone. Oh, look at that. It did just work. How good is that, guys? Content manager. Oh, no. Steering wheel's not working. Okay, it worked apart from the steering wheel. So, pedals all working. Let's try getting the wheel working. How does everything break? Everything breaks around me. I'm like got an aura of broken. I've unplugged everything, didn't I? Well, why is my wheel not showing up? Because it's in Windows. My wheel is definitely here. Look, my wheel is here. I've got an aura of brokenness. Oh, look. Why is it not using the wheel? Restart content manager, okay. Turn it on and off again. Yeah, I have a theory, Jim Bob, about Christmas tree lights. I reckon it's like it explains how life formed, in that they tangle. Hello, Ricky Thompson. Thanks for subscribing. They tangle up. So this is because the whole idea of like life starting is kind of counterintuitive. You think, well, you know, think entropy, stuff normally gets more simple as it sort of degrades and loses energy. But if you have something that's long and spindly, then like cables, it tends to tangle itself up, which I think that explains how life got started, because there were a couple of elements or things that were long and spindly, and they all got tangled up, and that's where we came from. It's the tangle theory of evolution. It's what I'm going with. I think it's true. Makes sense to me. I can't explain cables otherwise. Bloody cables. What? Right, that's working. Where's this going? I don't know. Click axis, please. We've got that. Axis. Oh, there we go. See, I'm still learning. That's all working. Throttle. Oh. But that was working, even though I didn't click on that. Wait, my Handbrake seems a little bit jittery. Don't know what that's about. Oh, it's probably interference from all the audio crap I got there. Mr. Follow Theory of Evolution. You know life, yeah, it's like cables. You can tell I'm a scientist. Look, my Christmas tree theory, light of everything. Look here. It's good. I'm going to win Nobel Peace Prize with this theory. Fanatec handbrake are just crap. That's the issue. Okay, well, we're going to save preset. Game of Muscle 3. We'll see if this works. Hopefully it does. Content. No, online. I don't know how to computer. I've forgotten how to use computers. It's been too long. The Nobel Peace Prize. Well, we've got to start somewhere. Right. Oh. Okay. It's completely broken. I didn't check my buttons. They seem to work. We got the shift buttons. Hey, Speed Pass, we're good, thanks. We're good. I think we're good. I was going to do something else and now I've forgotten what that was. Oh, no. The shifters worked before. Ah, I've got to go through all my buttons. I thought, why did that not work? You damn yank. Where's the buttons on here? Why is it... so it still has the same issue as AC default, where if you... Well, it's remembered that. But if you put it into different USB ports, sometimes it goes a bit funny. Increase, decrease, turbo, MGUK. Ah, complain gesture. I need to bind that. That's an important one. It's you're probably right, Simon Ford. Maybe just switch to iRacing. Oh, Matt, I'm not a filthy iRacer. Look, I have taste. For whatever reason, OBS keeps disconnecting. This better not be my internet going mental at me. I was busy complaining about Americans there, and my internet disconnected me. It's probably Matt Malone hacking me. I was about to say, when you haven't been subjected to burgers and KFC to the same extent that Americans are, you have the thing called taste, and so you can't just play iRacing. You have to play real simulators, you know. For a start, people in iRacing are too damn fast, so I can't be dealing with that. It's too much stress. I do have an active iRacing sub. Naf bought me it, so Matt, it doesn't matter if you're married, you know. You can always have a bit on the side. No one has to know. Well, to be honest, your wife can know. It doesn't matter. She will hear the accent and she will think to herself, "I'm so lucky that my husband has such good taste in men as he does in women," and it will only make you more attractive to her. So it'll probably actually it'll make your relationship even more healthy. So, I'm just saying. Right. third time lucky. It's good that you've got these people that do streams that know what they're doing and get everything working nice and quick. I can't talk about that, Richard. All I can say is that we stayed in the same hotel. That's all I can say. I mean, what happens in Germany stays in Germany, I'm afraid. It's just one of those crazy places. There's a reason why all German words are so long. It's because it's just so crazy over there. Nobody can write anything clearly. It might be like watching a Jimmy Broadbent stream, only less hair. I said more hair, don't make any sense. What? We got a car and we're rolling. There it is. There's nothing gay about what happens in Germany. So get on this server, guys. If you want to get driving with us. I thought this only goes for Las Vegas. Las Vegas is too far for us Europeans. So Germany's where that happens. A lot of men were in a room playing with powerful motors. Why is there only 8 slots on this server, Izzy? You've made a mistake. Izzy, you need to open up this server a bit. I think we've got a technical problem with the server. Is the stream stopped again? Well, I'm not downloading anything. This is what I don't understand. Oh no, my audio is terrible as well. Is my audio terrible? Is it just me? It's my audio. There we go. Stream has completely stopped. Has it? It's on the screen for me. Stopped on track. Hit the refresh and we're all good. Well, I'm definitely going on holiday to Germany. I think Matt noticed this as well.
3.
Oh, hello.
2,
oh,
1,
no.
Go.
Oh, no.
Matt sat down across the table from GM, the fairy lights dangling from the stands around him causing his eyes to twinkle as they caught the light. GM had always felt somewhat awkward surrounded by people, but he felt comfortable around Matt.
Thank you. Here we go. First it's Jimmy Broadbent, now it's Matt Malone. There's no escaping the fan fiction novels. I was telling a story there. Izzy, can you reset the server so there's more slots? Because I think the server is underslotted. We seem to only have 8 slots on the server. Yes. So Matt's gonna lurk. Happy lurking, Matt. So what? Thanks for the donation, whoever that was. It was probably Izzy or Chili Dog. I don't know. Only 8 slots are showing up. Izzy, it's like stopped at that. One thing we definitely noticed in Germany is that the average lady on the streets was certainly a lot better looking than the average lady on the streets in the United Kingdom. Also, people tended to not be fat, which doesn't make any sense because everybody seems to be drinking copious amounts of beer and eating bread. So I don't know what's going on in Germany, to be honest, but in Bavaria at least, there appears to be...
What is the motive behind this demand? Necessity for money. I'm not supplying money for necessities.
Building SL, thank you for Patreon pledging us $3.50. You've joined the cult of muscle. In Winkles we trust, in Winkles we live. Appreciate that. What was that? What was I talking about? Being fat. So I felt like a right chubba lubber. I felt like an American tourist, to be honest. I got to experience what it's like to be an American. I don't know what's going on in Germany, but, you know, average woman, a lot better looking than the average woman in the UK. And people just not being fat. I think that's all. I think that's probably what it is. Just people not being fat. I think the UK are just fat. We've eaten too many fish and chips. Are you giving this server a reset so we can see if this works? If there's an issue with it with the slots. Have I joined the wrong server, maybe? No, everyone else is in this server. Maybe we need to refresh it or something. Nice one. Nice one you've done now. Good job. Thank you, Izzy. English sitting and watching streams and eating biscuit. It probably is. But beer and bread isn't exactly diet, is it? Well, maybe it's just Bavaria then. So what are they doing in Bavaria to keep themselves so thin and good looking? Literally, okay, so you're walking down the street in England and you look around. Say you walk through like, we'll discount London because that's like international, but say you're in like Leicester or Nottingham or Leeds or something, Manchester, Newcastle. Well, let's discount Newcastle because most women there, well, we won't even go there. But okay, Leeds, Nottingham, Newcastle, Leicester. You walk Tamworth. That's rather specific. But you walk through the street and you look around and you'll be like, maybe one in every 40 women, you'll be like, oh, she's good looking. And she's probably not even English. She'll probably be like a Russian or Polish or, you know, probably not even an English person. But you'll be like 1 in 40. I'm telling you, in Germany where we went to this Fanatec thing, 1 in 5, 1 in 6 women, you'd be like, that's a good looking woman. So, Bavarian lose 90% of their weight while screaming at each other over soccer. Maybe. I don't know why Tamworth came to mind. I used to live near Tamworth. Get back in the server. Okay, we're going to restart. Well, exactly. It's the same as I did notice the same in Croatia. Most people there, certainly, a lot better looking women. Yeah, I think people just have low threshold in England for attraction. But it cheered me up quite a bit because I was getting a bit depressed. You know, if you go on like dating stuff and you're looking through it and you're just like, but going looking around Germany and you're like, oh look, there's quite a few good looking people. Also, everyone looks like 10 years younger than they are in Germany. So again, I don't know what's going on. Maybe they've got more like, maybe the atmosphere's thicker and it's protecting them from the UV rays or something. I don't know. Well, yeah, definitely. I think German women are we've still got 8 slots. Izzy, you're drunk. We've still only got 8 position worth on here. Oh no, it's filling up. Got 12 now. T is the password. Was it the beer goggles? No, I don't think so. T in capital letters, by the way. Blame Brexit. I'm sure we can blame Brexit for everything. It's easy. Just blame the government. That's the best thing to do. Yeah, we've got 12 people displaying there. Switch wide. Again. Oh, there we go. I did notice in Norway when I went to Oslo once. Again, I think it's English people are ugly. Mr. Ramsman, are you in Switzerland? Audi and Lidl are secretly fattening this up. There was an Audi in Landshut, but I didn't get to go to it. So that was a missed opportunity. To be honest, I like visiting Lidl over here because I feel like I'm on holiday, so I wouldn't want to ruin it by actually going to it when abroad. Well, Lidl and Audi are both German in the first place. Hey, Paul Smith. Yeah, they are. They were both... One was started by like a doctor and one was started by like 2 brothers or something. Supermarket stories. Das ist gut, ja. Hey, Mike McLaren. Oh, I've forgotten how to drive. Some would say I never knew in the first place. I like Imola. And it's a Shortbread, hello. It's a nice car. Maybe not if you don't have a direct drive wheel, but with a direct drive wheel, it's quite a nice vehicle. Nice and lazy. What's going on, Simhead? We're just chilling out, taking it easy. I did. I learned some German. I had to learn the word for iron. I've forgotten it now. I needed to iron one of my shirts in the hotel, and I had to go through some. I used Google Translate, and that didn't work, so I had to do some miming, which made me look like an idiot. But the woman in the hotel understood what I was saying. Essen, yeah, but I mean, I didn't know how to say it properly. I didn't actually bring anything back, you know. I only took a small bag with me, so I can never, when I, oh god, you have to brake early. When I travel on planes, I really don't like to use check-in luggage. I like to just, you know, the overhead luggage thing. I can't be bothered with the baggage shenanigans at airports. It's a right pain in the arse. Ironschenhossen! German's an amazing language. I need to learn more German. I mean, the words are hilarious for a start, but they sound cool. It's a much cooler sounding language than French. Rafa, it's a bit extreme. I thought Portuguese girls were supposed to be good looking. Titwinkle engaged. To be honest, I wasn't feeling very well by the Sunday. I was like half dead, so I wasn't in the shopping mode activated. I wouldn't have been able to pick any biscuits. I did get to try plenty of sausage though, so I had at least 4 sausages whilst I was there. Were there any pro drivers, like real world drivers or sim racers? There was a bunch of Team Redline guys and like well-known sim racers and what have you. Don't know about real world drivers. I think Nicky's a little bit busy, Dom. I actually got to chat to him last week. He didn't know who I was. I think he was just a bit confused why I was talking to him, but I think he was also getting ready to go into his race car, so probably didn't even want to talk. But yeah, he seemed like a nice guy actually. His hair is even more crazy in real life. He looks like a jellyfish. Just to play with the G29. Okay, Anderson Scholmere. When I become a millionaire, I'll send you some direct drive wheels. I've forgotten how to drive here. No, he seemed pretty crazy in real life. I think he is. I think he genuinely is mental, to be honest. I think that's just how he is. Rafa needs some help. I'm having some issues with Content Manager, like downloading the track and car. I've not tried installing any mods, but from what I understand, you just drag the zip file over Content Manager and it should work. And maybe you have to pay for it. I don't know. I don't know, Andrew. I don't know what's going on at the moment. I'm barely with it. I'm barely keeping up with everything. Right, here we go. Whoop, bit of a pause there. Could do with a stonker-donk lap. Oh, the brakes on this car. Come on, slow down. There we go. It's a bit of an iRacing vehicle, this. Oh, nice one, electrical mama. Yeah, I've not tried any of this stuff. Hey, Pixel Therapy. Hello, Alexander Siwu as well. Welcome along to the stream, guys. Also, again, thanks to all of you guys that clicked the subscribe button at the beginning of the stream. I missed some of your names. We had a bit of a subscribe bombardment at the start. Oh, yeah, well, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that, Andrew, sorry. I've literally not been on my computer for like 9 days. So I kind of just feel totally out of the loop here. It has been totally bonkers. I'm used to being on my computer every day. It kind of feels weird. I need to get a laptop if I'm going to be going outside more. Maybe like a laptop with a with a foldable direct drive wheel. That'd be perfect. Then if I'm going somewhere, we can stream from hotels. Keep things going. Come on, lap time. Highlight from the weekend. Highlight from the weekend. I think just meeting everyone, to be honest. The guys that work at Fanatec. I mean, what's weird is, in my mind, I thought they were like, in my head, they were more of a corporate company. In my sort of fabricated vision of what Fanatec were. Like I was picturing like modern offices and people sort of milling around, because that's what most companies that are involved in that sort of stuff are like that I've seen. I don't know if that's indicative of the entire peripherals industry, but you know, I wasn't expecting like old buildings and just the people just like just super chilled out, pretty much exactly the type of you know, like sim racery, gamery type people, type of people that I'm normally friends with in real life in England. So it was just a big surprise, really. It's just cool. Just cool how laid back they all were. Even the like engineer guys that designed the equipment, just like nice people. If you're not Sean Cole, I don't know what that's about. I think hasn't he got that sorted out now? So I think he was invited as well. So I don't know what happened. They throw darts at I didn't see any pictures of Sean Coles with darts on. To be honest, it's a shame I didn't get any footage of their offices. It was cool. It reminded me of like the French school I went to. Just the building. It's like a really old building. Oh, come on! We can get more speed out of this. Thank you for subscribing. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh! I'm going to break my wrist here. I've forgotten how to sim race. It doesn't take long to get super rusty. Well, the guy that Baker, the guy that invited the YouTubers and streamers and what have you, Dominic. Thanks, Dominic. He knew me from from my Kilter with a wheel steer video. So you know, apparently that's how you get invited to things. Is you make videos about playing Counter-Strike with steering wheels. That's what people are looking for when deciding who to invite to a nice sim racing event. You know, so for those of you looking for invitations to things, just be totally ridiculous. They invited. Why so early? Hey, Euryditus. Tell us about the DD wheel powered grill. It was just a Fanatec DD wheel attached to the shaft with the pig on it. They did invite Jimmy, but he was doing something else, so he couldn't go. It would have been nice to stroke his hair, you know. I'll have to hopefully meet Jimmy another time. To be honest, though, if Jimmy was there, he would have took all my thunder away from Matt Malone. So because Jimmy wasn't there, I had a chance to dazzle Matt Malone and use my accent to fool him into being fatally attracted to me, you know. So it was a good thing that Jimmy wasn't there in the end. I can't compete with someone with Jimmy's hair, you know. God, this car doesn't slow down very well. Still up on my lap time though. I think we can improve ourselves. 2 more laps here. Tyres are basically on the rims now. Password is T in capital letters. Oh, nice one, Low Rexy. Yeah, there was quite a few people there that lived relatively local. I mean, I think sim racing is obviously Germans love simulators. That's why you can have like street cleaning simulator and omnibus sim and what have you. That would never work in the UK. So, but then again, Germany is bloody massive. So, a lot of Germans would live so far away that they'd probably really want to get a flight rather than driving. But then again, if you drive in Germany, you can go at 300 miles an hour down the motorway. So, and the roads are really nice. Now, besties. Well, I probably won't see Matt Malone for a long time, and because he streams, he's in a weird. He's 6 hours behind us, so it's unlikely that we'll be doing streaming and stuff at the same time. It was quite interesting actually. All the people I knew, you know, like people that do streaming in UK and UK, European, UK YouTubers and what have you. He hadn't heard of a lot of them, and then he was like, "Oh, do you know these American ones?" I'm like, "No." It's just there's a big time zone divide on the internet. One second up, come on. Ah! That was not good. Smooth it out. Ooh, drive into the wall. That's one way of taking that corner. Server might be full Quastas Drucopolis. We're going to get one more lap in here. The Shrified Son of God. I don't know if I don't know if they could have took it. Very few people have a stomach for Son of God. Thomas Thomas is mental though, so maybe he would. maybe you would understand him. Oh, come on. Hello, Billy Strange. Look, the American Yankee Worths are in the chat. Billy Strange, burying bodies. Billy Strange, do you need a body burying? Billy Strange, he gets it done quick. Billy Strange with a shovel in the garden. Hey, so fancy, Nick. Hey, Kimon Cavaldi. All the filthy regs are coming back. Billy's thinking to himself, finally I can listen to that weird English person whilst I'm digging graves. It's just like good old times. Come on, car. I worry that Son of God would probably murder me in real life. Sometimes it's quite healthy to keep a distance from people. I mean, I kind of think that Billy Strange would probably hit me on the head with a shovel and bury me given half a chance as well. But, you know, at least Billy would do a good job of it. There wouldn't be any mistakes. You know, if it was Son of God, I'd probably be left paralysed or something and just... or in a vegetative state. Billy would do it properly. Billy would finish the job. Billy gets the job done. Well, 6th place, not quite 7th. I'll keep it though. Probably 7th by the time someone finishes.
3, 2.
Thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ.
GM could not pull himself away from Matt. He was irresistible. He'd never go for a plain James like me, GM thought to himself, sighing. He looked up and found Matt staring at him intently. Look, James, I got a foot-long brute worst. He chuckled.
Izzy, I'm worried about your bank account and how much money you spend on homoerotic novels donations, you know. I mean, I do appreciate the donations. I'm very grateful to be sent money especially copious amounts of money. I do appreciate that, but I do worry as well. And when it comes to doing my end of year accounts, it's going to be difficult to explain. How many people send you money on the internet? Yeah, they do. Are you sure you're not evading tax? Yes. Have you got any evidence of this? Yeah, here you go. Here's a transcript of the kind of thing that I get subjected to for payment. And then at which point the tax investigator, the auditor, begins crying. Oh, I don't want to audit you anymore. Leaves confused. Never audit Gamer Muscle. It's a punishment worse than death. Hey, dear. Lyrical Stalker. Just duck the tax. I can't duck the taxes. A, I don't mind paying taxes. I don't think paying taxes is bad. B, if you work online, you know, I'm paid by Google and your donations through this and Streamlabs, and then Fanatec affiliate link and Amazon affiliate link, and whatever sponsorships we do. Because it's all online, there's no way that I would be able to dodge it. I've got everything. Tyres, fuel, yeah. This is the thing, like, you have builders do stuff, and they're like, oh, pay me in cash, and you're like, well, obviously you're not going to report that. They must save an absolute fortune by just being shifty. Us peasant YouTuber people have to do everything legit. Here we go. Swiss, what's the island? Jersey. Jersey's a tax-exempt island. You can get there with a British passport. But yeah, I don't actually have a problem paying tax, to be honest. I mean, it's a shame it's spent on crap, but I think tax is a good thing. I mean, maybe I wouldn't be saying that if I was earning like hundreds of thousands of pounds and more of it was going. But seeing as I don't earn a huge amount of money, I don't pay a huge amount of tax, so maybe that's why I don't feel like it's a bad thing. What? Bit of a lock up there. Monaco is tax exempt as well, but it's very hard. You have to have a property there to have a bank account there, and it's very hard to get a property there. A, it's expensive, and B, you have to kind of be accepted into the cult. Well, what's funny with the Lewis Hamilton thing, right? He has those videos about plastic, right, and being good to the environment and how despicable it is that people throw plastic on the floor, which is true, like it is, and he's right about that. You know, pollution is bad. People should try and get rid of plastic properly, and so that's fine. No problem with that. But it is a bit difficult to take that kind of information and advice from someone that's flying around in a private jet, involved in a sport that carries thousands of tons of equipment around the whole world. Essentially a completely arbitrary sport. You know, when it comes to if you're going to be trying to promote environmental cleanliness, maybe being a race driver isn't the best position to come at that with, you know. Just, you know, but yeah, I guess he's got a public figure and he can promote a positive thing, so on that side it's really good. But yeah, surely he must be aware of the sort of irony and oh my god, wheels on this. Well, even Formula E would probably... It's not the cars aren't the issue in motorsport. The cars aren't the issue. It's the logistical insanity of shipping all the lorries and stuff around and planes and stuff for everything. The whole teams. I mean, the thing is, cars aren't actually the biggest polluter in general. It's like overall industry is a far bigger polluter. So, I mean, it's a complex issue, which is why I'm not having a go at him, because I think it's good that anyone that promotes anything positively, it's just ironic and funny at the same time. But surely there could be something else he could promote or draw attention to that doesn't appear to be hypocritical. It's the cows. It's all that methane. You just need to employ people to stand behind cows with a cigarette lighter. You could launch them. They'd be a good sport. Boats are really bad, yeah, Lux. They use like super crap oil in boats, and then there's no real rules when they're in the middle of the ocean as to what the quality of the diesel they burn. I mean, at the end of the day, it's our fault for wanting to buy plastic crap from all over the world. Well, we're in 4th place, guys. 10 minutes. I don't know, Alexander CU. I think we might be a bit screwed. I don't know if you've been aware of the weather in the last sort of 5 years, but it's been a little bit mental. Obviously, overall climate change is different from local climate, but I think in our lifetimes the issue of clean water will destabilise countries and will cause problems for everyone. Also, rising sea levels will probably cause quite a few problems for specific cities like New York, and I mean, there's only so much the Thames Barrier can hold back. Maybe London being flooded wouldn't be such a bad thing, though. Could be like Venice, but with skyscrapers. Jet skis are awesome. I quite like a jet ski. Never been on one. No, I have actually. I've sat on the back of one, but not at any speed. Not with me driving. Hey, Audio Power. Yeah, the problem with the climate thing is that you can pass like a trigger point where you because of the temperature increase, it exponentially releases more gas and stuff. So, like, say you have an ice sheet covering over a bunch of methane or whatever, when you melt that ice sheet, it all escapes, and it's not like you can melt that ice sheet and put it back. You would have to have it freeze back over, and then you'd have to filter all the stuff back from the environment. Better get planting some trees, boys. Alright, Paul Smith. It was nice to meet you at the Doodle, and nice of you to jump into the stream. Catch you soon. Oh, look at this little bit of battling going on here. GT4 action. Oh, try not to take out CB. I thought Holland's quite a nice country. I've not been there. Well, I've been there once, but I don't remember it. I always got the impression Dutch people I know are really nice. I had a few Dutch friends growing up. Oh, come on. Why is Portugal so bad? It always looked like a really nice country to me. Nice, chilled out, warm, occasional forest fire, but nice people, nice food. What's wrong with Portugal? Nice sea. Nice go-kart tracks that aren't ridiculously expensive to get access to. Theatre pieces everywhere. Hey, Ellis Jones. Ellis iRacing logo Jones. Oh! Brakes on this car, but they might as well be frying pans. What are they doing? It would be faster to put my hands out of the window and put my hands on the wheels. Jimmy Broadbent! Jimmy Broadbent! Jimmy Broadbent. Hey Jimmy. Hi guys, Jimmy here. That's his intro in my head. Don't talk to Jimmy. His hair's too long. His hair's too long and his channel's too big. Everybody ignore Jimmy. He's too famous. You know. As I say, these people with long hair showboating with all their subscribers and their little authorised YouTube channels and all their little popular ways. Bloody bastards. I have to say, disgusts me. Makes you feel sick. You know, you get people like Jimmy that they get to a point and they just they don't come to social events, and so you don't actually get to meet them in real life. So you only ever see them in 2D. It's disgusting. Disgusting, guys. So make sure you flag all his content. You know, make sure he gets banned from YouTube is what I'm saying. Encourage him to say something offensive so YouTube can get him shut down. I'll draw a tick on your head with a biro. Ellis Jones with the £2 Urinal donation. For instructions to join the race, the server's called Game of Muscle something like that.
Throttle!
For instructions to join a race, lol.
The server's called Game of Muscle something, of Game of Muscle Fanatec or something, Fanatec, and the password is T in capital letters. You don't have to donate for instructions, you know. You can just ask and I'll tell you. But thanks for the donation, Ellis. Really appreciate it. Ellis is another one of the insanity donors. I hope you're not drinking again, Ellis. Or getting into more pub fights. I saw that picture of you on the Discord. You need to watch out. Pub fight Jones. Hey, Joe Campier. Yeah, I've recovered. We're good. Jimmy Broadbent. I would have much rather have been in Germany. I mean, yeah, it was awesome. I was really unwell, and it was still amazing. That's how good it was. It was like, have you ever been like really sick and had to go to like a theme park or something, and it's like a fun, or have you been ill on a birthday or something and you're doing something fun? It was kind of like that. So it was rather weird, but really good. Hopefully, Jimmy, we'll get to see you something in 3D. I'll take my comb. I'm expected to get my comb signed by you. That's the real reason I want to see you. And I'd also like to use your binoculars, maybe. Did the GTR 24? Oh no, that's not good. No, I wasn't drunk. I don't know what was wrong with me. Just I don't know. I don't know what it was. All I knew is I was taking tons of... Oh, no! Bugger. Did not mean to do that. Oh, there we go. To Holy Seventh. I was taking a ton of paracetamol and ibuprofen, and it wasn't too bad, actually. Didn't throw up on anyone, so that's all that matters. Hello! That was... That's not how you take that corner, by the way. AstroTurf to death. You should have seen the other guy. Oh dear. Remind me never to get into a fight with you, Ellis Jones. I'm not one for fighting, to be honest. I'm the first person to run away, so I'm not gonna. I wouldn't have anyone's back. If I had a direct drive wheel, I could probably drop it on someone, but I'm not one for violence. It'd be like a bar fight starts kicking off, and everyone's like, right, get stuck in, lads, and there's just camera pans and it's just me running away. I don't want to fight. Stella makes you brave. Oh, it doesn't me. I don't do fighting. The only fighting I've ever done is if I've got really, really angry. Really, really, really angry. But that doesn't really happen that often, so it's okay. Narcotics muscle. You guys know in America they don't call paracetamol paracetamol. It's got like a crazy name. Saturday night, it's alright for fighting. I can imagine Jimmy gets into barroom brawls. Jimmy like puts his hair over his face to make people think he's a woman, and he gets close, and when they least expect it, little uppercut to the jaw. They don't see it coming. That's why Jimmy has the long hair and knuckle dusters. You never see it coming. Jimmy's actually training to be to do the next UFC fight. You know, you've had that KSI and what's he called? KSI and was it Logan? What's his face? You thought that was it? I think that was my fault for cutting him off. You have KSI and Logan, what's his name, fighting. That's nothing. You wait till you see Jimmy, the Jimmy boxing match. Jimmy versus Empty Box. Hi guys, this is Empty Box. Throttle. That's the fight I'm paying to see. Oh, Matt Malone's gone mental. Jesus, Matt, that's a big donation. What are you doing? Wait, why are you sending me money, Matt? Appreciate that. It's rather generous. More pints. What is it? Is that a German pint where you get 3 pints per glass? Could I have one drink, please? Oh, it's 40 pints of beer. Just dropped on your face. Oh, and there's a loaf of bread to go with it. Oh, thanks, Matt. That is really generous. I'm not going to be donating $20 to you anytime soon. Just so you know. You know, you've made a mistake there. That was a poor investment. I don't know what else to say. I could send you some tea bags, maybe some used tea bags. I can fish them out of the dustbin. I've got a recycle bin, so you know they're not being mixed up with everything else. They might be a little bit mouldy by the time they get to you, but that's an option. Mouldy tea bags. Game of muscle quality. Although, actually, joking aside, I wanted to get you some shortbread, but you'd gone before I could shortbread you up. Because I found a shop in Landshut that sold Scottish shortbread, which is a totally normal thing to find in Germany. But you'd gone. You'd gone before I could shortbread you. So we'll have to work something out. PM me on Twitter so I can shortbread you up. Matt didn't know what shortbread was, which is quite disturbing. I found it quite distressing, actually. I don't know how you could not know what shortbread is. You know, I mean, really. I believe the words that Matt said were, is it like a croissant? Is it like a croissant? Is shortbread like a croissant? You know, I do wonder how Americans live day-to-day life with such lack of basic knowledge of biscuits. But with that sad, depressing tale in mind, let's do another race somewhere else. Hopefully, without killing ourselves. 12th place. Who won it? Chair Muscle. That's who's chair? Is that MKK or Fez Fox? Well done, Burn Hebelson in second. Gabster third, CB fourth, Dom GTR fifth, Stiff of All Fun in sixth, and Mont McLaren seventh. Well done, guys. Let's what should we go to next? I think we need another car. Oh, it's already been set up. Izzy's on fire. Game of Muscle has been corrupted. Did you pick park on the final lap of the race by any chance? Oh yes, I might have done that. We've gone past the finish line. It's all fine. I thought I'd finished. No, I'd finished for sure. I don't know. I got bamboozled by Matt's ridiculous donation. That was like being a homeless person. Someone dropping a credit card on you. Here we go. Join this. Password's T, guys. Search for Game of Muscle has been corrupted. Get yourselves off to Mugello with a Lotus GT4. Actually, good car. Thanks, Izzy. Oh, I hadn't. Okay. Whoops. We're still learning how to drive here. One thing at a time. It's a good car, Dom. It's got really good force feedback. Let's turn our pedals pink. Beautiful. I'm sorry, Jim. Still learning. I'm trying to learn. I'm learning from... Look, I went to the WEC race, 6 Hours of Silverstone last week, right? And what I learnt is that when you win the race and you've got the best cars by 6 laps, you actually lose the race because you get disqualified for having your internal board in the wrong position. So I've learnt that, and I've learnt if you don't finish the race, you can't lose it. Genius. I've learnt from the best, guys. That's from Alonso and Button, isn't it? That taught me that lesson. Oh, well, Alonso's one of the drivers. I don't know the other drivers. Too many people. Too many drivers' names. But, you know, I'm telling you advanced tips, guys. You better absorb them. You better absorb them so you can use them. Right, I think we're good. WEC, World Endurance Championship. Again, another thing that Jimmy could have been at, but he wasn't. I've had 2 opportunities this month for Jimmy to be around, and he's not. He's not turned up. He's difficult to hook up with, is Jimmy. Everyone's been talking about you, Jimmy, as well, because you're such a famous boy. Everyone wants a piece of you, and yet he's a no-show. He's like one of those really hot women. Everyone wants a piece of him, but they can't get it. What's it called? What's it called when someone's like hard to get? This is how you stay in demand. He's inaccessible. It gives him that. He's aloof. That's what gives the attraction. He seems accessible on his YouTube. You know, you can donate to him and ask questions. It seems like he's there. It seems like he's just within finger's reach, but he's not really. He is aloof. Jimmy's he's one of those women, you know, with the long hair, just out of reach. All the men want a piece of him. Everyone wants to touch him, but nobody can. Reach me with your fingers anytime. I don't want to reach you with my fingers. Can I reach you with my hair comb? My hair comb needs some use. I haven't used it for a good few, at least a decade, so my hair comb's feeling redundant. My hair comb strangely went redundant after the economic crash. This explains so much. Yeah, he is a tease. You have to watch out for when women do this. They'll, you know, they'll draw you in, and then you can't escape. It's how they get you. This is why the best thing to do is to not go outside. You know, avoid women, constant pain, death by a woman. Jimmy's not learnt though. Though he does it himself, he's dating. He's on the Tinder dating, bringing them back, showing him his binoculars to them, getting them to sit on his bed and watch him sim race, watching them pixels with telephoto binoculars. Oh, Jimmy, you make those pixels move so romantically. I know, love. You got to watch out for Jimmy and his binoculars. Oh dear. It's just close-ups. You've not even got a wheel on it. It's just close-ups of the direct drive wheel shaft. All right, love. Do you want to see my shaft? It's right shiny. Have you got a quick release on your direct drive wheel, Jimmy? Women like a quick release. I've never shown a woman a quick release because I don't have one. Jimmy's got a quick release though. How have you managed to keep going with your quick release, Jimmy? Don't the women get disappointed when they actually find out that you've got a quick release? That's the bad thing with having a quick release, you know. It's over too fast. Jimmy and his quick release. Oh dear. I entertained myself for hours here. I know, it's too easy. It's too easy. It's the, you know, I have a reputation for sophistication, of course. Small courses but many portions, like a Michelin star restaurant. I'm not sure I like the image of that. That's a mental image that is going to require some bleach injected up my nostrils. I took the wheel rim right in the face. Oh dear. Hey, Gaming, T6160, welcome along. You come to this. What do you expect? We've got 2 Americans in the chat and a filthy southern boy. It's not going to be good quality, is it? This car's got fantastic force feedback. My nose still hurts. If that had happened in America to someone else, Fanatec would have been sued. They'd be out of business by now. They probably will get sued. They need to put a disclaimer on the quick release. Do not put your face near it, as it will smash your face in. They probably count on the fact that people aren't mentally deficient enough to punch themselves in the face with the steering wheel, but you know, you can never be too safe with people on the in the world. There's always someone that's going to do something stupid. So you get those warnings about not taking the toaster in the bath. 3 Americans? Oh no. Do you guys, they're opening a Five Guys burger place near me. Get on it. I'm going to have to try it out finally. Was it, I don't know if it was Matt Malone I was talking about Five Guys with or someone else. Can't remember. It might have been another American. But, yes, proper burgers. We don't have any Wendy's here though, or In-N-Out Burger. Was it you, is he? Ah, what, through chat on Discord? That's probably why I was confused. I don't know what's going on half the time. Hey Dennis Johnson, bloody filthy Yankee Doodles. Yeah, there's one in near St Pancras train station that I nearly went to, but I had to catch a train, so I didn't go. Because there's a KFC and a McDonald's and a Burger King at St Pancras, and you know, I was like, you know, I want a proper burger, not a crappy one. What's this stuff about GTR 3 that everyone's going on about it being a failure? I don't know the details. Well, I know some stuff that I can't talk about, but I don't know what the public details are. So I don't know what's happened. Burger King, I don't like Burger King that much. They taste nice, but they give me diarrhea, so I think it's the onions. Well, the Fanatec rim probably would have missed my face. Probably would have hit me in the stomach. Could have saved me a broken nose. Well, GTR 3 is going to be using the physics from Race Room, from what I understand. So I don't see why it would be Simcade. Onions contain lots of fructose. Oh, right. So maybe there's maybe that's causing some like weird digestive issue. But it's only I can have onions in like what's that stuff called? Where it's like onions and carrot, coleslaw. That doesn't affect me. It's just be like raw onions or and Burger King burgers. Probably just because the staff haven't washed their hands or something. What was that on Pete Jarham? I'm behind. I didn't know about this. Maybe they just can't make it into a sim. Maybe they've decided they're going to do it as just a console, maybe a console type release. I don't know. Maybe they're struggling to get it finished in time, so they've just gone, okay, we're going to just copy and paste the cars. I don't know. Even if they say it's not going to be a full sim, it's still a good chance that it's going to be more realistic than something like Forza. I mean, I was recently talking to people that are like super fast in Forza, like competitive Forza sim racers, and they were saying how they have to use the bloody handbrake with like Formula cars to do right-hand turns. And they were also saying how it's harder to play Forza with a steering wheel than it is with a gamepad. Like competitively, none of them. There's a couple of people that play with the steering wheel, but they've had to force themselves. Whereas the vast majority of the competitive Forza players all play using a gamepad. So if that's any indication that Forza's not realistic, I don't know what is. I've only heard really good things about Assetto Corsa Competizione. Like people people that played it excited about it. So I'm optimistic. I was kind of worried about it, but from what people have said, it looks like it's going to be quite exciting. The only downside with ACC will be if they don't do the competitive part right, or if the content gets dull. That's the only way I go wrong. Which ACC guys are you talking about, Jimmy? The developers or other people? ACC, I think, is focused on multiplayer, Alexander. Yeah, it's really not. It's not really single player. Yeah, I haven't spoken to any like proper staff, Kunos staff or 505 people. I don't know if they're sending stuff out or waiting or whatever. Hey Skywilk, I'm like a super Assetto Corsa fanboy, but I think it's just the way that they're planning on launching the game. They did it with AC. They didn't give any out to like YouTubers and what have you. I just don't think I don't think they do that, which is weird because it's a really good way of getting a ton of promotion and hype if you get influencers on board, especially when it looks like it's probably going to be a really good product. It's bizarre that they wouldn't have tried to do like get an influencer thing together with YouTubers. It's kind of like a pretty established way these days of getting a lot of interest in your game very quickly. Thank you, Lucia. Thanks for all those icons. You've now just confused deaf people. They think you're trying to sign off after content. My God, I'm slow. Should get a bit more pace out of this. Well, you say that, BRT, but as I say, the people that I've talked to that have played it have all said it's better than like the handling and the force feedback somehow is better than Assetto Corsa. So, and these are like AC fanboy type people. So, for them to say that is probably, you know, it's probably likely that it is good. But I mean, I don't until I've tried it, or until you guys watching have tried it. I mean, you don't know until you try it yourself. It seems like it might be the first sim that's going to do rain properly, so it's not just a case of it being slightly lower grip, but actually a bit more nuanced. I know, I don't like the word influencers either. I don't like feeling responsible. I say don't trust what I say, because I'm a bit of an idiot. But people do listen to YouTubers. They shouldn't, because YouTubers are just idiots in sim rings that have wasted their lives doing something. So there's no reason to trust someone on YouTube more than anyone else. You should only trust things based off if someone makes a cohesive point with evidence behind it. Then you should trust them. You should never watch a YouTube video and be like, oh, that person said it, so it's probably true. Because YouTubers, well, there's probably some that are alright, but most are just complete idiots. So, influence me, daddy. You're a cam boy, Jimmy. You're not an influencer. Jimmy's been selling shampoo, influencing people on which shampoo to buy. It should be sponsored by Head and Shoulders. Project Cars 2 fanboy. I don't think there's that many Project Cars 2 fanboys anymore. It was Project Cars 1 that had the insane fanboys. Which is weird, because Project Cars 2 is a lot better than Project Cars 1. I mean, there's a lot of cars in Project Cars 2 that are absolutely terrible, but there are some cars in Project Cars 2 that are fantastic. I mean, there's aspects of Project Cars 2 that are really annoying, but then there's aspects of every sim that's really annoying. Trust my Discord server. Yeah, join the Discord server if you guys like sim racing talk and general shenanigans and hot European girls. It's full of them. As I say, Direct Drive Wheel really has attracted a lot of ladies to my channel, so click that link and join us. What happened in your stream? Oh, were you playing Project Cars 2? What went wrong? What were you driving? You weren't driving against AI, were you? You always subject yourself to single player with bad cars. A punishment not even the CIA use on Al-Qaeda suspects. Oh no, that's got my stream flagged. I've said a word. That's gone into an NSA data center somewhere. Won't be allowed into the States now. I'll go on holiday to the States and I'll do like a retinal scan. Beep. This person is potentially controversial. Do not let them enter. But it would say that in an American accent. It'd be like Sean Cole. This person is potentially dangerous. Warning, warning, hamburger, hamburger. Denied access. Wet tyres were better than dry tyres. What? On the wet or in the dry? Rectal scan. Person it. I don't know about tyres. I don't know about tyres, Jimmy. I'm not a tyre person. I don't know how it works. All I know with Project Cars 2 is we've had some really good races in the Clio Cup and the Radical SR3. Just racing with subs and then having the different day, night and stuff. And the vintage Le Mans stuff, just doing laps with those cars. You know. I would stay warm. I don't know. I don't know about these aspects of simulators. There always seems to be some broken thing with suspension, tyre temperatures, setups. There's always something. I prefer to just be ignorant of it all and try and have a good time. Otherwise I'd fall into a state of depression. Alright Fez Fox. Thanks for giving up your pole position. Game reference. Oh, I can't drive. Oh. Let's put the light on. There we go, that's a bit better. It's a bit of mood light in there. I'm hungry again. Oh no! Did I close the server? I'm an idiot. Wrong button. I keep doing that. I don't know Pixel Therapy. I'm not as... it's alright, I'm loading back up. I'm not as attuned as Jimmy when it comes to... Why did he leave? I'm not as attuned as Jimmy to like getting the subscribers, you know, with the old GT Gran Turismo and Formula 1 and stuff. I've been chatting with a guy called a YouTube channel guy called Steve, he runs Super GT. He plays GT Sport, and hopefully I'll get him to come round and he can teach me the ways of GT Sport. That'd be cool. I'll let him have a go on my direct drive wheel. But yeah, I mean, I really should be playing Formula 1, but I'm really bad at building up subscribers. But I don't really want any console peasants here, to be honest. He's a nice boy. I spent 2 days chatting with him. I think I scared his girlfriend though. but you know, yeah, I'm not very good at this whole building up subscribers thing. I just do what I do. I basically just upset people. It's my it's my place in life is to just play driving sims and be grumpy. I'm happy with that. I don't really care. What's this? I don't really care how or your company call you guys. If your opinion checks with main, I will listen to your opinion. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I'm not sure about the last part of that, Jimmy. And look, that is filthy potty mouth language on my channel. None of that here. Children watch this. I had children come up to me in Silverstone. We've got to be polite. I told you guys. We were saying that there's only adults that watch this. Hang on a minute. Why am I not on the track? Children came up to me, so I've got to be careful here. We need to be none of this talk about wanking, Jimmy. They don't even know what that is. We've got to keep it nice and clean. Bloody filthy Jimmy in his potty mouth. I think your parents should be ashamed of you, Jimmy. The rule is, if you're going to be rude here, you have to be rude in a way using innuendo and Subtlety. Guilty. Oh dear. Yeah, no, it would be cool to like have a bit of a group meet-up. I'll have to tell you about Super GT. I've got a funny story, so you'll have to message me on. Send me a PM. I'll send you the photos. No, there's no pictures. But I've got a funny story to tell you. Here we go. Go. Am I allowed to comment on the Fanatec DD software? I can say whatever I want, I think. I was actually really surprised. Fanatec they didn't seem to care about anything in terms of. Well, no, there was some stuff that's not public yet, but they didn't really. Whoa, Lager armor. They didn't get us to sign anything. But so, in terms of the software, okay, mating of the cars there. Thank you. This guy's lagging. He needs to be kicked from the server. The blue car. I don't know who it is. Is it Regs? The software is. I don't think it's the final software that is at the event. I didn't really fiddle with the software that much. Just the general settings that are on the wheel. So, and on the Windows device manager, it was coming up as the Club Sport wheelbase. Well, at least on the computer I was fiddling with. So yeah, there's nothing really that I can reveal about that. Gamer muscle talking to children. Like, children coming up to me. You're allowed to talk to children. It doesn't turn you into Jimmy Savile talking to a child. That's actually one of the problems at the moment. Is that if you talk to if you're seen talking to children, I mean, you automatically feel like a pedo as a bloke. It's ridiculous. I don't think it used to be like that. It's just thanks to Rolf Harris and Jimmy Savile. Can't talk to children without everyone assuming you're a paedophile. Ridiculous. I mean, it is a little bit awkward when children come up to you out of the blue. That does. It's a little bit weird. I'm glad to hear your first impressions. Well, feel free to ask any questions. I'll try and answer them. I mean, that video I uploaded last pretty much covers the main stuff. And that is basically that it felt very similar to the SW20 that I'm using right now in terms of the actual quality of the force feedback. 7th place, guys. So yeah, it just felt like a really solid direct drive wheel with the advantage of having the awesome quick release system, and then the Fanatec wheel rims, which as I've always said, they're really nice. The Fanatec wheel rims I've always really liked, especially the original Formula rim and the BMW rim. Just I've always liked them, and the McLaren rim feels nice. It's got a weird moulding to it. It's the same as the real car one. It's a weird moulding though. I think it would take me like a couple of hours to get used to it, but I can imagine after getting used to it it'd be fine. But it was a totally different shape to what I'm used to. But the rims definitely being able to swap the rims over and driving the same rim as the car you're in is really quite nice. I mean, I found that with the TSPC Racer going from the Formula rim to the other Thrustmaster rims, like the GTE rim. But the Fanatec rims are just on another level of quality compared to the basic Thrustmaster rims.
3, 2, 1.
Jimmy did nothing wrong. Oh, what is going on?
Leave Jimmy Savile alone. He taught me how to milk a cow blindfolded back in the day.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thanks for the donation. Well, that's a good. I'm glad that's how you remember that. It's good that you've remembered it that way. Jim will fix it for you and you and you and child abuse. I can't believe it. Anyone that was a child in the 80s is ruined by Rolf Harris and Jimmy Savile. I can't think of bad drawings without, you know. potential of child abuse. This is just... We've all been ruined. The rowboats are back. I really like this car. Chair Muscles in 6th place. We're still in 7th here. We can catch. Hello, Josh Martin. Josh Martin. Sounds like a race driver name. Hi guys, I'm Josh Martin. Actually, that's like an Arla TT bike rider. Hello, son of God. Oh dear. Get ready. Fasten your seatbelts. Pull the ejector cord. Don't even check if you've got a parachute. Just pull it. Release the canopy. Don't even bother releasing the canopy. Just pull the ejector cord and go straight through the canopy. Off we go. Yeah, I had a lot of things. I had a lot of things about. I know someone that's worked with Rolf Harris randomly, and they were saying that he seemed very weird. So, well, maybe the signs were there, but you know, hopefully these people all get really sorted out. Simracing Paddock has joined. And on the subject of Rolf Harris, it's Simracing Paddock. Welcome. Wait, did you have a good sleep? William Marsh was on this morning. He just uploaded a video about his SW20. Well, I don't think it's Simplicity. It might be Simracing Bay direct drive wheel. Check out William Marsh's YouTube channel, guys, and his review of the direct drive wheel. William's getting in on the direct drive action. He's loving it. William, do you have a quick release? Could I tell much of a difference between the two Fanatec wheels? Other than strength, not really. But at the moment, they're both using the same motor, so I don't know if that will change. And in fairness, I didn't have enough time to really, you know. Someone asked earlier if I played iRacing with it. Yeah, I did a little bit of iRacing, probably about an hour and a half of iRacing with 2 cars. And it did feel quite good with iRacing, as good as it can feel. I don't really like iRacing's force feedback. But yeah, I think really, I mean, the thing with force feedback wheels, it's the same with like VR headsets and what have you, and TVs and you know, headphones. I really need like a week to a week, maybe 2 or month to fiddle around with it, get the absolute most out of it, try it with the different sims, go through all the different settings, you know, and different cars, and there's no way to know in like 5 or 6 hours at an event. You can't get a very detailed view of stuff, you know. More just a general overview. The key takeaway from the Fanatec podium event thing was just that it was blatantly obvious that it was a good, solid direct drive wheel. That hardware-wise definitely seemed to be on a par, if not potentially better than the wheel I'm using now. Worst case, on a par. Could possibly be better with certain sims. I don't know because we couldn't fully test it. But you know, as I said in the video, the Bodner, the Fanatec direct drive wheels, the Small Mage and the Lance Mage, and you know, all the direct drive wheels are way past the hardware quality level. It essentially comes to software and drivers, and force feedback interpretation will make the big difference. And then like the rims and things, because fundamentally, you know, they've all got a servo motor on them that's capable of rotating the wheel at 200 RPM or more, and 15 or so plus Newton meters. Well, William does not have a quick release. He's got stamina. In what way better? Well, the only thing that potentially could have been better was at lower force feedback strengths. It had like a slightly higher frequency track texture feel in some ways. But so I say I don't know if that's to do with the dampening setting, or if you can turn the force back up higher and not have the dampening still get good self-aligning, and or not have the wheel be too overactive with a given sim. You know, so we need to test all these things out properly. It'll take a lot of fiddling. You know what I'm like with wheels and devices. I like a good fiddle. This is how I end up getting reasonably good settings. Although I actually use pretty bad settings at the moment, but historically, we're chilling out and chatting. 7th place is a cosy position. Simracing Expo. Yeah, it's a bit of an ask. I don't know if I'm going to go. It's a bit awkward. It's a bit late to like. The issue is booking hotels and stuff. Sure, I could wonkle a ticket, but it's hotels. Hey, Nato9. It's not quite that simple, Son of God. Things aren't as binary. Direct drive wheels are not like dousing yourself in petrol, lighting it, and then deciding that it was better not being doused in petrol. You know, there's a little bit more subtlety to it. Smuggle you in a camper van? Which camper van are you talking about? Smuggle in a camper van. Is Jimmy go? Did Jimmy say he's going to Simracing Expo? I mean, it would be cool to go, but I mean, I haven't streamed for so long as well, and I'm a bit behind on my YouTube videos. I've also got like 3 things I need to review. People are going to start getting really pissed off at me if I don't actually get their stuff reviewed. So yeah, it's just I mean, I say, why is everything happening like a 3-week period? It's insane. Free hotel? Does he have a garden? If I can walk there and bring a tent. I can vlog my walk to the Simracing Expo. Get a long knob. What's going on? A knob to go with the wheel? What do you mean? Hey, Vic Flange as well. Dwayne Dibley. How's my nose? Yeah, it was alright. It was messing with my teeth. Well, I don't know. It's that part of my jaw above my teeth. But it's fine. Fortunately, I was already dosed up on stuff, so it didn't hurt as much as it probably would have. I wonder if I can rent a car at the same time with Sim. You normally have to sign an agreement that you're not going to drive your rented car on the Nordschleife. So it's not a good idea. The bill if you crash on the Nordschleife is insane. You probably want to be rather well off if you're planning on taking a car on the Nordschleife. Or have very good insurance. But normal road insurance doesn't cover you, from what I understand. Hello, Weird. Yeah, it's your mandible, isn't it? I learnt all the bones in my face and I've bloody forgotten them all. There's like 40 of them. All the different dividing components. So that was a bloody waste of time. Learnt all the parts of the brain as well. Forgotten that. Fornix. Confluence of the sinuses. Oh God. That's it. It's all gone. Forgotten it all. Menges. What else is there? It's all gone, guys. I could never be a doctor. I forget it after learning it. There's a large and a small something. Oh dear, it's all gone. There's a pineal gland. There you go. That's another one. What's the top? What's the top of it? It's not the patella, is it? Maxilla, there you go. I need to learn it all again. It's quite handy when if you break something, you can just say to the doctor, I feel like I've broken this very specific bone, and then they don't have to do all that wiggling bollocks to find out where you're hurting. That's it. All I know about is direct drive wheels. Oh, there you go. See, I'm the worst doctor ever, Doofer. Don't come to Dr. Muscle. I don't even know the body parts. Oh dear. Can't even come 7th. What's happened to us? Where's all the talent gone? I guess we didn't really have any talent to start with. Some people are good at sim racing. I think they should all be executed. Maybe executed in a really over-the-top way, like, I don't know. We could execute half of them with catapult. We could just throw them across the countryside. The other half could be shot with rocket launchers. I basically just want to make a spectacle of it so people know not to be fast and mean in simulator. Andy Morals! Yeah, we're using a K2 cockpit still. Oh god, I've been questioned off the circuit there. Well, we're catching up with Jürgen. Bring it. Oh, come on, 7th. Final. If we can get 7th, that's nice. Hey, Assetto Drifter. What is yours arriving next week? What have you bought? Have I direct drive wheel? Have I ruined you? Death by clown cannon. Oh, K2 cockpit, there you go, sorry. That's too hard for me to follow that. Oh, no. 8th place. Yeah, it's an awesome cockpit. There it is, 8th place. I think we're going to check the sim racing system race. I need to make a cup of coffee or something as well. Oh, support a TT1. Oh, okay. Yeah, apparently, yeah, I heard about that. Two Australian people got it for $1. What seat have you got, Dennis? I need to replace chair muscle. I know people don't want me to, but chair muscle needs to go. We'll keep head of chair muscle, but you know, I think I've reached the end of my relationship with chair muscle. There's only so much Vauxhall Corsa car seat I can take. I think we might register this. Game Tech, look at everybody's on tonight. We've had Matt Malone, we've had Jimmy Broadbent, we've had Simracing Paddock, we've had Game Tech UK, we've had Billy Strange. It's because everyone thought I was dead. they're like, oh, he's not dead. Might as well say hi just in case he does die. Probably of a deep vein thrombosis in the sim rig. Where's some other YouTubers watching? Why are they not popping into the chat? What's this about? Why don't we have more YouTubers? Why aren't they replying to tweets? Why don't we have more YouTubers coming in? What's that about? Oh dear God. Guys, don't ever get a YouTube channel and then have alerts on your phone. Total disaster. GT Fortunetta Super Cup. Donington, let's do it because it's my race. We have to do it. Janetta, the best a man can get. We're going to go for right-hand drive here. My God, my phone is getting ham-dingled. Pink car, select, off we go. You're too big. I'm not big. Oh, I forgot about Game Tech there, by the way. How are you doing, Game Tech? Totally ignored him. Waiting on my video clip? What do you mean? I've got the videos out, Simracing Paddock. Check it out. Game Tech lives nearby me, so I have to... Game Tech, we should meet up sometime, you know. You can come round mine if you want, play on my direct drive wheel. We should do like a meet-up with it. There's quite a few sim racers that live in the underneath London location, so we should definitely sort something out. It'd be cool. What sim rig have you got, Game Tech? Because you know, if you've got a dirty sim rig, though, I can't talk to you. I mean, I know you already play GT Sport, which deeply upsets me. Game of Muscle fan meat. Sounds like some kind of sausage. Oh, I'll let you off. GTA Mega's alright. Oh, the collab video. Okay, yeah. William Marsh from Simracing Paddock wants me to make a video talking about what steering wheel I use. Because, I don't know why. He wants to steal subscribers by getting all the YouTubers together in a video. This is his plan. He's like, if I get everybody in one video, they will all see it, and all their subs will see it, and then everyone will see it, and then they'll all come to my little channel, Simracing Paddock in the United States, and they'll all think that America's fantastic, and maybe some of them will think my taste in hockey teams is okay. No, they won't, Will. Nobody will ever think that the Sharks are a good hockey team. Nobody ever. That won't ever happen, I'm afraid. Literally, not one person apart from the occasional Shark fan. Incidentally, Shark fans are people that were in the same radius of the Chernobyl fallout and the Long Island nuclear disaster. That you know, completely coincidental, I'm sure, but you know, just saying. But yeah, no, it'll be good. I think it is a good idea. Getting all the boys in one video, maybe some girls, maybe we get some more. We need more sim racing girls. We decided there's only 2, the actual sim racing girl and Emily Jones with the traffic codes. We need more. We need more females in sim racing, just to balance things out a bit. You know, just so there's more women to talk to in sim racing. So it can be quite nice talking to women about steering wheels, you know. But there you go. The dream. It's probably going to take a good 20 years. Actual sim racing girl. The LA Knights, Annam Ducks, San Jose Sharks, Pittsburgh Penguins, I'm afraid. Oh, that's true. Matt Malone. 3. Matt Malone wife. What's her name? What's Matt Malone's wife? So we've got Matt Malone wife, Matt Malone girl. We'll just call her Matt Malone girl, sim racing girl, and Emily Jones with the traffic cones. That's 3. There's got to be more. Why doesn't like Dancia Andrea do sim racing? Probably because she's fed up of racing. Who's Samantha? Oh, that's his wife. No, I prefer to call it Mrs. Matt Malone. She doesn't look like a Samantha. That doesn't look like a name. I think people should look like what their name is. She doesn't look. I don't know what she looks like. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Matt Malone's wife. That doesn't sound dodgy in the context of the internet. Matt Malone's wife. No, hang on. Samantha Malone. No, we put MX5 first win, I think is what will bring it up. Wife. MX5 first win, wife. Let's see if that brings it up. No, videos. No. MX5 first win. I'm trying to find Matt Malone's wife. I'm failing. I'm trying to find it through the thumbnails. What's it? It's probably because it was on Twitch. Right, Showdown 1983. That's his Twitch channel. Where's his YouTube? Matt Malone YouTube. Here we go. Oh, he's live streaming now, guys. Oh no, he's not. I don't know. He might be on Twitch. Where's his wife? I'm trying to work out what name his wife should have. Samantha is clearly not right. There it is. Okay, I see a picture of her. Right. Okay, so here's the thumbnail. Wow, no, copyright, stop. All right, there we go. Right, here's his wife. That's not a Samantha, I'm afraid. What name? What name? I'm thinking maybe an Emily, or well, she can't be Emily Jones because that's taken. Not a Susan. No, definitely not Samantha though. I can't think of a name. Dave. No, I'm not getting Dave. Wendy. Wendy. I could see that. Paula. Jennifer. Jennifer's the best one so far. We've got practice server up. Rebecca. Yeah, Rebecca, mate. Yeah. Rebecca. I'm seeing Rebecca there. That's it. Rebecca Malone. Forget Samantha. We've just depolled a name. Sorry, Samantha. Sorry, Matt Malone. We've just renamed your wife to Rebecca. Rebecca Malone. That's quite generous of us to depoll the name. If she's ever in England, it's Rebecca. She can't get through passport control without using her real name, Rebecca. We've got a server for practicing here, courtesy of Izzy, called Game of Muscle Please Behave. Password T, and because we've got this Janetta race in 20 minutes, so get a little bit of practice in here. That'd be good. No, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to get flagged in case it brings up something. Although I do have this what's it called? The adults blocked off on Google Images. I've learned my lesson. It's not a good idea to have show adult images on a stream computer. That's a good way of getting yourself permabanned. Let's get some practice in here. Oh my god! Why are we so low in the car? Well, we'll go with this. Donington with this car. This should be good. We'll do the actual race. Guys, you've got like 15 minutes to sign up for the Simracing system race if you want to join in. We're just practicing separate. Also, how are we doing for likes? I mean, we have to do the like promotion thing. How are we doing for likes? Could someone give us a like update here? Let's refresh this. Am I missing the content on Simracing system? It should be right. Right, here we go. How many likes have we got? The likes are what matter, guys. What? 81 likes. Come on, guys, smash that like button. If we don't get 100 likes, Murray Walker's going to die of old age. So you know it's important that you click it. If you like Murray Walker, click the like button. You obviously like Hitler if you don't click it. So you know what you got to do. Hey, Racing OAP. Liking is always the first thing I do when click. Thank you. It's nice to have these proactive people. Look at this. It's the we better enjoy this whilst it's here. That stands for
Throttle!
Oh, thank you.
Come on, boys, like.
Thanks, Ellis Jones. See, Ellis not only tells everyone to like, but he also sends me money in the process, which is, again, very generous. And if I ever get involved in a pub brawl, I'm going to have Ellis Jones behind me because he'll sort out the trouble. Cheers, man. Ambulance. That's what we're talking about here. NHS. For those of you that don't know, that stands for National Health Service. It's going to be gone soon, so we've got to try and enjoy it whilst it's there. How much better is 2.5 over consumer? What do you mean? The Club Sport 2.5? This car has oddly smooth force feedback. Oh, oh, hello. Oh, we're broke. It's broken. Thank you for subscribing, whoever clicked the subscribe button. The 2.5 bet, I mean, it felt quite nice. It's got quite nice, strong force feedback, and obviously the Fanatec wheel rims make it feel really nice as well. But it still has that sort of dampening issue that belt-driven wheels have. And then when you're soaring, if the car gets really loose and it's correcting itself, you end up going faster than the wheel, which doesn't happen on the direct drive wheels. Direct drive wheels, you're always sort of in sync with the game. So I wouldn't say the 2.5. It's the best of the belt-driven wheels I've ever tried, to be honest. Better than a TSPC Racer, but just nowhere near the same level as direct drive wheels. I mean, the AccuForce wheels even better than the Club Sport wheelbase, in my opinion. So if you live in America and you were sort of deciding between the Fanatec Club Sport wheelbase and AccuForce, I'd probably go for the AccuForce. Unless maybe you had a ton of rims and I don't know, I'd probably save up for the DD1 possibly. One thing that's really nice with the Fanatec DD1 and DD2 would be if you've got like the pedals already and the handbrake and stuff, and if you've already got all the Fanatec stuff, you can just plug it into one thing, which is kind of annoying that it's locked into an ecosystem, which is kind of anti-consumer in some ways, but it's also quite convenient in terms of reducing cables. And what's quite cool is you can adjust the settings of each, like the pedals from the wheel, so you can be really lazy. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what price they did the DD1 for in the Christmas sales. And they probably won't do it in this Christmas sales, but maybe next year. It'll be really interesting. Maybe they'll do it for the same price, but put a rim in super cheap or something. Oh dear. Yeah, I was talking to the guys at Fanatec. One of the things I think they're looking at trying to address is international pricing and stuff, and shipping and what have you. But and that's the same with all companies. They don't. No company wants the consumers to be put off the product by some arbitrary international fee, I know with the with like certain pedals and custom wheels and direct drive wheels and stuff, even with those devices, there's the companies find it hard when having to ship internationally, because it puts people off. You decided you're going to buy something for X price, and then the shipping's God knows how much on top. It's a nightmare. So, but it's not easy for companies to set up. I mean, I know someone that's building sim rigs, and it just costs them a fortune to ship internationally. So much so that it's not even worth their effort. They might as well just ship locally, because it just costs too much to deal with the crap of international shipping. AC aging. I think I'm aging as well. It's all good. Do you not lose some signal when plugging everything into base? I don't think so. I don't see why you would. There should be a link, Kostas Drukopoulos, on. Should be a link on the page for the Simracing system. Yeah, I like how Assetto Corsa looks, especially some of the mod tracks are fantastic. I'm not running graphics on absolute full here, and it is mid of the day. And I've got the contrast wrong.
2,
oh, hello.
1, go!
Someone
Go
else.
Sharks. Go Sharks. Go
geez.
Sharks.
William.
Go Sharks. 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 Go Sharks.
It's like the sinking of the Titanic. Thank you, Will. Appreciate that. Nice for people to donate with insightful messages. Go Sharks. It's Go Sharks, the ice hockey team, for those of you that don't follow ice hockey. He's got an obsession. Penis go. The chant for when you've got erectile dysfunction. It will have been William. William's the only person that would send me money to promote a hockey team. Poor guy. Hey Kieran, we're back. Okay, a little practice race. Remember, Simracing system is you got like 5 minutes to register up to that if you want to join it. Tired. I've been up since 5 in the morning. Totally reset my sleep pattern. Slept for 2 days after not sleeping for 3 days. That's one thing Germany doesn't do well is beds, apparently. Apparently they don't do duvets and beds very well. To be fair, most English hotels have atrocious beds. It seems that places in general just have bad beds. Which is weird because memory foam mattresses are pretty well established and cheaper than other mattresses, so I don't know why we still have bad beds everywhere, but there you go. All forums suggest limit FFB sliders in AC, but fine sliders don't give them much better. I don't know. I don't know. Vegas dried those sharks up. Oh, well, Andy Morals has destroyed you. You're going to take that abuse. You can't talk sense to Will. He'll be supporting the Sharks, whatever happens. Sharks ice skates could all fall off. He'd still support them. You know, Sharks could be on figure skating skates. He'd still support them. I know. You don't want to get a UV light out, do you? I mean, ice hockey's died ever since Mario Lemieux stopped playing. I mean, it's not the same. Forsberg, Mario Lemieux, Forsberg. Laser beam. I need to get back into ice hockey. It's just okay. Sorry, but you drove across me. I couldn't do anything. I did try slowing down. I've got the NHL game, Will. We still haven't played our match yet. I need to bring my PlayStation downstairs so we can actually have a game. I know. I used to like playing hockey. I'd really like to play some ice hockey actually in real life. The problem is you need like the kit. It's not cheap. Like the helmet's like 40 quid. Girdle's like 30 quid. Leg pads another 30 quid. Basically talking about £250 just to play ice hockey. Unless you can just borrow some equipment. But I do really miss playing it. I mean, in England it was on rollerblades because we don't have much ice. I mean, there's like 12 ice stadiums or so, but it would. I do miss the old slap shots and wrist shots and deeks. Oh, we should have a. Will, have you ever played ice hockey? Have you got a hockey kit? I mean, thing is, Will, if we ever end up in the same country, we can pick up a hockey. We can do it without safety equipment. Just no like long wrist shots or anything. 1v1. That'd be amazing. We could do some real ice hockey. Game of Muscle versus Will. Oh, I'm out of shape. It'd be fantastic. Yeah, we don't even need any hockey kit. I mean, just a helmet's fine. We need ice skates. You can get ice skates for like 35 quid in the UK that are fine. That would be so good. Oh, that would be amazing. I miss playing hockey so much actually. I'm probably awful, but it'd be really good to play again. Just like dribbling the puck and like shooting against the goalkeeper and trying to like trick them and stuff. It's so fun. And doing like really quick passing with a team of people, super satisfying. It's so much quicker than football because you're like you sort of rotate on spot, waiting for like a pass, and then when you're moving forwards and trying to slot the puck through, and I've forgotten how good it was. Oh dear. Hockey's it's so much better than football for just the speed of the passing and that. It's the closest thing to a computer game. Oh well, possibly like, I guess badminton's probably the closest thing to like a computer game in terms of immediacy. Badminton and table tennis, but as far as team sports go, hockey's so good. Nostalgia-ing. You've nostalgia'd me, Will. I miss playing hockey. Real hockey. Real hockey. I miss putting tape on the bottom of my stick. I miss smashing the blades on the stick every hour and having to replace it and spend 30 quid on some stick ends. My favourite team was Pittsburgh Penguins, but just because of Mario Lemieux was mental. It's like, I've shattered my knee. Let's keep playing and score more goals. Oh, European? English hockey team. They're all crap. I watched Nottingham play, and it was embarrassing. It was just so bad. I mean, you know, it's not even women's Olympic hockey, or even just women's national hockey in other countries is better than men's hockey in the UK, or was when I was watching it. It was depressing. They couldn't even shoot properly. But I had been watching NHL on TV, so you know, it's not a fair comparison. NHL in America is like the equivalent of the top English football teams versus the bog standard American football teams, you know. So I'm not ragging on them. They were still obviously very talented and with what they had, but in contrast to the NHL, it was depressing. Let's put it that way. Lee Valley Eye Centre, where's that? So we're here, Brit, talking about ice hockey. Well, I really want to. I don't know how we do it in the UK. I know they do. They do like open hockey days at the small ice stadiums, but they normally force you to have to wear kit, and normally there's like people that do it regularly. It's not. I think in America you can go more casually and do it, because it's just a more common thing. There's more ice rinks. It would be awesome to go to an ice hockey rink though, and maybe a local one. Maybe rent it out for like an hour or something. I don't know how that would work. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I don't know if we could if we could get like 30 people together. But I'd have to buy the kit and stuff, you see, so it wouldn't really make sense for a one-off. I've got the Simracing system race here. Let's hope it works. Snoopy, Peanuts Museum. Damn penguin, get out of here. I need full gears to play. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I remember because I used to play, it was roller hockey I played, not ice hockey, because as I say, they didn't have many rinks near me. The coach was like just skating, walking behind the goal, and someone did like a wrist shot and it hit him in the side of the head, and it like totally knocked him over. And that was a roller hockey puck, which are like, they're a lot lighter than ice hockey pucks, and they made out of plastic instead of rubber. If it was an ice hockey puck, he probably would have been dead. But yeah, it makes sense to force people to wear helmets, to be honest. You don't really want a puck hitting you in the face. Mind you, I don't know if it's more common now in the NHL for them to wear the face visors, but when I used to watch it, then they didn't. Lots of players didn't wear it, which is just stupid, really, because you don't want to, you know, puck in the face and you've lost your teeth. Richard B, probably because they're contact sports, so kind of makes sense.
Skins are ready.
Yeah, I don't normally. I think sports to watch are only really fun if they're a sport you've played or something that's fundamentally entertaining to watch. But there's not many sports that I think are fundamentally entertaining to watch unless you've been involved with them at some level. I mean, they're trying to make cyclists always wear helmets as well, which, I mean, it kind of makes sense, kind of doesn't, I don't know. To be honest, the road safety cycling thing, the issue is having bicycles on the same place as cars. If they had bike lanes, it wouldn't be a problem. Like, they don't wear in Holland, a lot of people don't wear bike helmets, and they're fine because they don't get hit by cars. And, you know, you're not normally cycling. If you cycle into a lamppost at 40 miles an hour, chances are you're not going to bang your head on it. And if you're falling off a bike sideways, chances are you're not going to bang your head. It's when you hit cars and things. Here we go, Simracing system, guys. It's awesome. Well, that's what I'm saying. Simracing paddock helmets makes, yeah, as I say, if you're around cars, helmets make perfect sense. Or if you're doing, you know, if you're doing stuff on your bike, like aggressive stuff, then it makes sense. But if you're literally going at like 10 miles an hour on a completely separate path, the data is pretty strong that the helmet. I mean, obviously a helmet helps you. Why are you driving into me, dude? It's got safety rating stuff. Yeah, helmets don't make that much of a difference if there's nothing to hit you, basically, because people. The overall statistics, people tend to cycle safer when they're not wearing a helmet, because when people put a helmet on, they think, oh, I'm safe now. So yeah. But if I'm on my bike, I'll wear a helmet. I'm just making the point that you really need to separate cars from bikes. Cars and bikes don't go together. Well, you know what I'm like. I'm always breaking stuff, so. We have bike lanes in the States. They're just targets for cars to hit cyclists better. Better safe than dead. Well, for me, if I don't wear a bike helmet, I get sunburnt on my head. So that, you know, it's to stop the skin cancer. It's not to stop the head trauma. Yeah, cycling around London is bonkers. You just get run over by buses and lorries. It doesn't help that the cyclists in England are normally are often absolutely terrible, just weaving in and out of traffic and doing stupid things. I mean, the cyclists are generally as much to blame as cars in England, but this is the thing: cyclists and cars need to be separated. Infrastructure has to be there, and then it's perfect. Cyclists and cars just don't go together. Just wear a motorcycle helmet. Have you guys seen that helmet that when you crash it has airbags on it and it fills up to protect your head? Pretty awesome. It's overpriced and it only works once, but it's quite cool if you commute and you wanted something super light and you don't want something to mess up your hair. Which is a problem I have a lot of issues with messing up my hair, you know. The 11-metre cycle lane. Yeah, there's so many of them in London. There's one... say you're coming out of what's it? You know, the Battersea Power Station. What's the park that's there? Is it called Battersea Park or something stupid? There's a cycle path there anyway in that area where it's a cycle path. You go through the park and then it just merges with like a ridiculous main road with buses coming around the corner. And the cycle path just disappears. It's like, well, what was the point? Yeah, they need rocket launchers on cars to automatic, or just to have like rocket launchers on lampposts in London. So if you get cyclists that are idiots, it could just fire rockets at them. Sure, they'll be dying, but you know, at least it gets them out of the way. And then for the cyclists that cycle sensibly and who are just trying to get work without getting murdered, they you know, people will be like, oh, that's a nice cyclist because they haven't been hit by a rocket yet. I think that's the solution. Psychopath or psychopath. Talking too much about safety. Gotta keep safe. not all of London's a shithole. I quite like some parts of London. There are some really nice bits of London, you know. It's like all city. I mean, London's a big place. It's not all terrible. It's quite nice walking up the canals around from St Pancras train station up past Regent's Park. Is it Regent's Park and the London Zoo, and it's quite nice. It's a nice area to walk, and Leicester Square is quite nice. Yeah, there's nice bits in London. It's just bloody expensive, and you have to wear a stab vest. But apart from that, it's all right. Jonington. Yeah, I have a kind of love-hate relationship with London because I've been there quite a lot, and I've walked most of London. I used to go. I used to do a lot of photography around London. I'd get there in the morning at like 8 in the morning. I'd walk around till like 11 o'clock at night, just photographing stuff. So I know that, you know, there's interesting stuff to photograph, and it can be quite nice, but there's also places where you feel like you're going to get murdered. Where is everyone? I don't know. Probably forced them to go to sleep with my droning voice. And in fairness to London, it's only Nottingham where people have pulled a knife out on me, tried to mug me, and threatened to stab me twice. So that's only happened in Nottingham. And I've been followed around Nottingham. Someone was trying to mug me, so they were following me, but I got into a shop and they followed me into the shop, but then buggered off when they realised I wasn't going to leave the shop until they had gone. So I've never had that happen in London to me. Mind you, I look like a shifty geezer now, so that's probably why. What did I do? Didn't do anything. Oh, what, with the guy that tried to... I was with like 2 other people. I was a lot younger, so that's probably why they were doing it. We didn't have any money, so we just said, well, he was like, give me your money. This was in the bus station as well, so it was a really weird place. But he had a knife. He had like a coat. He had a knife, and he was like, give me your money. And we're like, what the fuck? Oh no, I swore. But that's what we said. And we were like, okay, well, yeah, sure. We didn't have any money, so we were like, here you go. I think he got like £4 or something. We didn't have any money, and he was obviously trying to do stuff quickly because it was in a bus station. It's the stupidest place to try and rob someone. A, he picked people that had no money, and B, a bus station. What an idiot. He was probably just a druggie that was high or something. But still. I was only like 14, 15 at the time, so I don't think it would, you know, it would be less likely to happen now. It's actually quite surreal thinking about it. Well, this is the thing. If that sort of thing happened to me now, I don't know how I'd react. It would probably depend on my mood. I know most of the time I'd just be like, oh, well, whatever. I don't want to get stabbed, so here's the money. But you know, sometimes when you're in a really bad mood and you just don't, you know, sometimes you just don't feel like taking anything at all. Like I don't know, you're just depressed or something. In which case, I might just flip and try and kill them. I don't know. So it depends. It depends. That's the thing. The best thing is to just hand over. If someone tries to rob you and they've got a weapon, just give them stuff. It's not worth fighting for. It's hard to know how you react in certain situations, though. It's really weird. Give me your money. Yeah, I don't know if that happens so much in the UK, Paul. Maybe in some places. I don't know how common it is in the UK. Most of the gang stuff in the UK is between gangs, from what I'm aware. Not, you know. I know in America, I think it's a little bit worse. Quite like how this car handles, but I'm slow. You say that, Rhino's Race Room, but if you're within like 2 meters of someone, a knife is like a really effective weapon. Like a knife for a policeman, within like, I think it's like within 3 meters, is way worse than a gun. It's very hard to if you've not got your gun already drawn, it's very hard to make it be a usable weapon at close range. I think that's what's scary about knives. The good thing with knives is they're less likely to kill someone than a gunshot wound, but you can be absolutely sliced and diced in a couple of seconds, and there's not much you can do about it. That's why the best thing, if someone pulls out a knife on you, if they're not grabbing onto you, best thing is to just run away if you can. I mean, that's the best thing to do in most confrontational situations, I think. That's why I'm always running from the police. Where was that, Paul? Where's Tower Hamlets? I have noticed that young kids seem to be super cocky, more so now than I remember. Like, I've been walking past some kids and they they call me a baldy and stuff, and I'm thinking that's just weird. Like, why? Like, they don't know I'm friendly, so why would you know? It's like, it's just strange to me that a kid would be confident enough, you know, on their own, not with any adults or anything, that someone's not mental. Yeah, it does seem strange to me. Strength in numbers. I don't care about them being disrespectful. I just think it's bad from the perspective that if they say stuff like that to someone that's maybe high on something, or someone that isn't friendly, there's the chance that they're going to get hurt. You would sort of think that, you know, when I was that age, I wouldn't have said stuff like that. Not out of respect. It would be why would you say that to someone that potentially could be rough? Yeah, that's possible, Mark, as well. Yeah, that's the other thing. Oh! Henrik Salsdy, hello. I was stabbed. Why are we talking? We've just gone. This just turned into stabbing streams. Who's been stabbed? Simracing whilst getting stabbed. It's the topic of the day. Who were you stabbed by? Just waiting for qualifying it to finish. I am absolutely terrible at this. We'll see how it goes. Should be alright. Game over, yeah. I'll be happy if, look, we're not exactly doing well here. I'll be happy if we can finish in the top 10. We could get a top 5 maybe. Maybe we'll get a top 5. We'll go for it. From ice hockey to bike riding to knife stabbing. That's because we're talking about safety. This is what happens. The brain of gamer muscle. It has no consistency. Well, I don't think setup's going to affect us. Death penalty doesn't work, Mark, unfortunately. It's just a mess. You end up executing people that are innocent because the law's not perfect, and then you can't just instantly kill people as well. So you just end up with people on death row for ages. It doesn't work. The data's pretty strong that death penalty doesn't work. Though it would be good if you had like 100% perfect law and you could tell if someone was guilty straight away and that or was dangerous, and they just exploded, then it'd be fine. But in reality, death penalty doesn't work at all. I don't even think it's satisfying. The only solution is to reduce inequality and to make sure people have decent education and make sure people have support for mental health and make sure people have social groups and a reason to not murder people. I mean, obviously, there's always going to be like psychopaths as well, which you always have to deal with. But in terms of making things as best possible, there's no simple immediate solution. There's compassion. Compassion is a solution for the most part. But in some cases, you do get some people that are just arses that need to be thrown off bridges as well. Here we go, guys. See how this goes. That's the annoying thing with crime and like retribution. It's not going to be satisfying. Like the most pragmatic result is not going to be the most immediately satisfying, unfortunately. I'm just going by the data. I mean, if the data showed that death penalty worked, I'd be like, well, yeah, sure. But I don't. Everything I've looked into it, whoa, Jesus God! Every time I've looked into it, I can't think of a death penalty that's particularly effective, that doesn't have really bad problems and hasn't resulted in innocent people being executed. Which, I mean, to be honest, how bad is that? Imagine being innocent and being on death row. I mean, it's not even the execution that's the bad part. It's people that are innocent and are waiting to be executed, or even people that are legitimately guilty for whatever crime, just waiting to be executed. In some ways, the execution is actually quite humane. 10th place. Some people, execution is too light. Oh dear. As I say, lampposts with rocket launchers on to get I mean, they're the people that deserve to be executed the most. Cyclists cutting through traffic. Rocket launcher to the face. Whoa, look at this driving, guys. This is awesome. Hey, Kobe, sorry. Dyslexia.com. What a bit of a wheel lock from Michael Yannick. I need to. I was chatting to a guy that drives one of these in real life last week. I need to get him to join us. See what he thinks of this versus his real car. He owns one. Interesting to see what he thinks. You ruined the mood. I'm in a good mood. There's nothing. It's positive death penalty talk. No needles. Oh, don't take me out. If you're going to do death penalty, rocket launchers from lampposts. It's the obvious way of doing it. Whoa! Alex Leff and Ero Ottonen powering through there. Nice driving. Ever thought of SimVibe? No, I'm using Hitachi vibration cushion. Whoa, carnage, there we go. I'll take those places. We're going to have a review out on this soon, actually. I'm going to defend to the right here. Close the door. We don't want a dinosaur. Cyberpunk looked alright, but I think the icons ruin it. So if there's a way to turn all the stupid icons off on the screen, it'd be quite nice. Also, the video they showed, the dialogue and stuff was really cheesy game nonsense. Well, who could possibly be against death penalty for cyclists that weave in and out of traffic? I think that's a pretty clear-cut case. We're still rolling. We're actually in our target was top 10. We've now just hit 9th place, I think. So I'm happy with this so far. We cover all topics within the space of a couple of hours. It's our trademark. I think so. Le Roux. I think they're going to I think they're going to use R Factor 2. Maybe they'll join up with the Studio 397. I'm getting the inkling that that's what's happening. Izzy wants to subject. Izzy doesn't want the death penalty. She wants to subject people. It's she, bloody name. He wants to subject people to Son of God and furry conventions. That's a punishment that should be reserved for the most heinous of people. Locked in a room with Son of God at a furry convention. They'll be begging for death within 5 minutes. Please, please shoot me. Put me on the rack. Drown me. Waterboard me. Please waterboard me to death. I can't take any more. I can't take it. I don't want to see any more fairies. It is probably against the Geneva Convention. It's the only thing that's worse than waterboarding. Furry conventions. That's not fair to furries, let's not be too mean. But it's true, so. Nothing wrong with furries. They're like any other people that like to wear costumes that look like weird animals. They don't even dress up as animals. It's like a specific type of thing that looks like kind of like a weird animal, anime distorted animals. I don't know. I've got nothing against furries, but to be honest, it's not furries. It's any like group of people that does a convention. It'll be the same at like Simracing Expo. It's just weird when you get groups of people into very specific things, like Trekkies, or you know, like the Civil War Reenactment Society. It's always just a little bit weird when you see like hyper niche cultures. It's always a little bit bizarre. So let's not just pick on furries. It's just people in general. What should you do with your life? Try and make it good. It's going to be over soon. Try and find something good to do before you're dead. Remind yourself that you're going to be dead soon every day, and then try and make the most of it, whatever that is. And try not to let your anxiety get in the way, but it probably will do. But try to make the most of it. And don't become a furry. Don't go to a furry convention. Unless that's what you want to do. If you like furry conventions, go ahead and do it. I won't judge you. I will judge you, but I'll say I won't. But I will. Deep down, I'll be judging you. I'll be thinking, I don't understand this. Poor Fez Fox. Furries in race cars. Should be a new pro esport sim racing team. Oh, thanks Stuart, that's great. That's exactly the kind of comment that we want in the chat room. That's not divisive, racist, and ridiculous. Wake up, well, I do. I think it's a good thing to remind yourself that you're going to be dead soon. It's easy to forget. Tennis link is the cruelest form of torture. I think it's really good to appreciate not being sick and not being dead. It is really easy to forget. Like, that's the one good thing about getting ill, is you can then easily remember that being ill is terrible. So then when you're not ill, you can be like, oh, actually, this is not too bad. Oh, you don't need to smile. Don't worry about smiling. You don't have to be happy. No, there's no point in smiling. Furries just have guns because they can conceal carry easily. Just think how many rocket launchers they can hide in the trouser legs. Pistols, rocket launchers, assault rifles, semi-automatic rifles, shotguns, Uzis. You could fit a whole arsenal. World War III is going to be started by the furry blitzkrieg. You won't see it coming. Army of furries running down a motorway. Oh, they look harmless, they're all fluffy. Nope. Carrying weapons in the trousers. Whoa, fighter jets! I make a thing of being horrible to people just because I want them to have a bad day. I will literally, I'll see someone and I'll say, oh, you look overweight, or I'll say, oh, you got a big nose. or I'll walk past someone, they've got pets, and I go, oh, your pets look ill. Someone will have children and I'll go, oh, your child looks like they're vitamin D deficient. And yeah, your child looks ugly. You got a really ugly baby. You've not got a big nose, Will. You're just you're voluntarily bold. You deserve to get a lot of stick, to be honest. The only thing wrong with you, Will, is your bloody support of a bad hockey team, and the fact that you're American. There's the only two things wrong with you. I can pick off the top of my head. Nothing else that I know of. American and hockey support. That's pretty much it. There's probably other things. I mean, you are religious as well, so I mean, there is that. So American, religious, and you support a bad hockey team. But to be honest, believing in Jesus Christ is the same as supporting the Sharks. Two bad decisions, not based on any evidence. So I'll just let you off. And actually, both of those decisions are encapsulated by being American. So, you know, it all makes sense in the end. So I can forgive you for those. Not everyone can be perfect. Not everyone can be you know, perfect tea drinking, biscuit munching Brit, you know. Only very few people achieve the zen state of pure tea drinking, biscuit munching. I want some shortbread now. We're back to 10th, guys. We were moving up. Oh no! I wanted to be in. I wanted to be in like 7th or something. We've got 7 minutes left. Try and push it a bit more. Oh, don't worry, the British are just as stupid as the Americans. I think everyone's stupid, to be honest. I just like having a go at will. it's too much. It's too easy, too fun. Oh, come on. I mean, I did say 10th at the start of the race, but I know we can do better. I mean, this is Donington. Guten Abend. Guten Tag. Hallo. Janigong. Oh dear. We all need to learn German. I need to abandon English. German's a new language. Stuart needs a cup of tea. It is a free downloadable mod, yeah. Just Google it, you should be able to grab it. Push through the corner there. Dang it! Come on! Mein Gepäck nicht finden. What does that mean? Was that the voice used to Germany? I did have a lot of strange looks from Germans while I was trying to speak German to them. They didn't seem offended though by my terrible attempt. To be honest, the people in the hotel seemed to be like. There was a woman working in the hotel. She seemed to like the fact that I was at least trying to speak German. You know, I was trying. She was actually telling me certain like German words and things, which is quite nice. What's weird though is they have like ham for breakfast. Never seen that before. That's more weird to me than in Turkey. They only had egg. Egg. What was it? It's like egg and some like bread thing for breakfast. That was it. That was all they had for breakfast. Egg. Oh, olives. Whoa! There goes the grip. Olives. Oh, bugger. Oh, we got away with that with no penalty. I'll take it. Eggs, olives. Oh, anchovies and bread. That was all they had for breakfast in Turkey. That was like the traditional breakfast. That, you know. That was, to be fair, that's more weird than cheese and ham that they had in Germany. I can have cheese and ham for breakfast. That's fine. Not egg and anchovies. At least in Greece, it's quite common to have like Greek yogurt with honey for breakfast. I guess they don't have that all the time, but that's easily available. Where was I going in Turkey? Near Bodrum, but it was in like the countryside where this breakfast stuff was. It was like a little local town thing. You could tell it was local because they were carrying a dead body into a church. As you do. Just a spontaneous funeral in front of everyone. In a little recyclable tin coffin. They seemed pretty chilled out about I guess it must have been an old person that had died. It seemed legit Turkish. Whoa, we're being battled from behind here. Ah, you just dissed Simracing Panda. See that, Will? He said I'm his favourite. Hope that makes you jealous. It's because Will doesn't have the amazing accent. Oh, block! Sorry, Ero Otterden. Bit of a naughty block by me there. I like to lean on the fact that we've got the British accent. We've got to use it. When you don't have any talent for anything else, you have to lean on the accent. Bamboozles people. Oh, bugger me. Certainly don't lean on the driving skill. Many immigrants. You're obsessed with like immigrants. What is going on? I didn't see mostly just German people where I went to. Didn't see many black people or Asian people particularly. It's like that in Scandinavia. from my experience. Well, in Norway at least. It's a bit of a weird question. Alright, well, I mean, it's not even a positive or bad thing, is it, really? Oh, you absolute knoblet. What a winkler. Total titwinkle there, guys. There goes our top 10 place. Absolute 100% titwinkled. Personally, I think I'm not against immigration myself. I am against stacking a load of people from a different culture in one place. I don't really care, really. I just don't think it's a good way of making people angry. Personally, I don't mind because I don't feel out of place, and I feel quite comfortable being in places where I don't speak the language or there's cultural differences. It's just something that I've grown up with, so it's not. It doesn't bother me at all. I quite like it, but I can see why people that grow up without travelling at all or don't have much and suddenly another culture comes in. I can see why that would make people defensive and why they would feel like what they do have is being taken away. So I can appreciate that, but in general, I think it's nice. I think it's interesting mixing cultures together. As long as people are following a rational law and are generally going towards a scientific method for decision making and being critical thinking, I don't care where they come from or what their random nuances are. Gotta get his places back. I can't remember what they're called, Swagatus. There is a couple of track mods with extra pit boxes. Oh, this is I need another like 40 minutes here. Come on. Oh, we might get a place yet. These cars might come together. Come on. Can't believe I was totally winkled out of 10th place. That was I really wanted 10th. We'll settle with 15th. Bloody hell. Oh, I mean, maybe I broke a bit. Oops. Just hit the stop button on my direct drive wheel by accident. Maybe I... Oh, bugger. Oh, it comes back on straight away. That's cool. I didn't even know if you hit the stop button, it did that. Oh, let's have a look at the replay and see what happened. Bloody hell. Can we all just get along? Let's check this replay out. Court of Martial, all rise. 1,084 subscribers. Innocent. I got taken out, Larry B. I was doing okay until I got ramshackled. I was quite enjoying it. I like Donington. Finally, a Court of Muscle. I'm going to be playing some more iRacing. I quite enjoy it. Oh, look, there's the guy sitting out through the cars. I quite enjoy it. So funny. I quite enjoy doing racing iRacing. I have to say, at the Fanatec event, they had a car there. I can't remember what it was, but it had quite controllable slip in it. Force feedback was still rubbish, but the car was actually reasonably fun to drive. I think it might have been like a GT3 car, so... I finished 15th because I got taken out. Trying to find the where it was got taken out here, so see who it is to blame. No, we need the court muscle has to be full volume so everyone's deaf. You can only do law when everyone's deaf. Yeah, I think he's guilty there. He had so long to react to it. Who is it? Paulo Gonzalez. What was he doing? So I'm on the... Hang on. Right, so in many of the cars on this circuit, the brake point is the end of the blue lines on the left, coming out the pit box. Hey, Nato9. Oh, you won. Nice one. Well done. It's always good to be a winner. I haven't felt the victory spirit for a long time, but I'm glad someone is. I'm glad someone's winning something. One on server 3. Well, there you go. Maybe I belong on server 4 or something. Right, here we go. So, I mean... Right, normally the brake point here for me is like for a lot of cars is at the end of this blue bit, and you can go wide. So you see, I'm going wide here to get into so you can get the line. A lot of people cut across here. I'm pretty much brake. Maybe I'm braking a bit too early, a bit too much. But now, so he's on the brakes here. I'm now going into the corner. He's locked up. Oh, he's just locked up, hasn't he? He's just locked up. You can't hear me. Oh, dear. Mr... What's his name? Paulo Gonzalez, you bugger. What a bugger. Ah, no, went flying. Absolutely flying. I think we can all see that Mr. Paulo here, can we have a vote in the chat as to his status of, I think we've decided it was definitely a titwinkle, but is he innocent or guilty? Can we all rise for a verdict here, please? Can we please have a jury verdict? Bring the gavel down. I think, deport him. I definitely think the jury's spoken and Judge Muscle has ruled guilty. Oh, poor Paulo. He probably just locked up. It's really easy to lock this car. Gambled on the brake zone, and fortunately the dice didn't land in his favour. Oh dear. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster, guys. We were in bloody 9th place as well. I was so happy that we were going to get 10th or something. We had moved up. It was going good. I was driving pretty safe. Dead. That's it. That's what it takes. One shunt punt, one winkle, and you're off. Oh, dear. Well, you know what, guys? I'm going to be really crappy and boring this evening. I'm going to call it a night because I wake up at 5 in the morning and I'm exhausted. And I want to be able to do a stream tomorrow. So... I'm gonna call it a night. I know this has been a pathetic 3-hour stream, which is awful. I know that's pathetic. I realise that's not one of our 8-hour classics. I'm sorry. But I want to be able to stream tomorrow. Hopefully if I get up a little bit later tomorrow, we'll be able to stream a bit longer, or maybe start the stream earlier. But we've got to get back into it gradually, guys, and I've got to get more videos out. This is what we've got to do. I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut down on the streams a little bit to hopefully get more videos out. I want to aim for more than 3-hour streams, you know. Maybe go for like 4 or 5-hour streams and then also get a video. We'll see. But and also hopefully get the timing sorted out again. But yeah, sorry for being rubbish this evening, guys. But it's good to be back in the sim ring, and it's great to be chatting with you guys again and being assaulted and all that business. But yes, on that note, don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button for a final time if you want to have if you want to get a Titwinkle protection. I'm giving it out. If you click the like button, you get a 1 Titwinkle protection, which means that if anyone Titwinkles you, they will mysteriously fall down the stairs and break their legs. So definitely worth clicking the like button for that. And yeah, subscribe, subscribe. Check out our videos. Check out Simracing Paddock. Check out bsimracing.com. Check out Billy Strange Racing. Check out... Who else are we checking out? All of them. Check them all out, guys. Game Tech UK. Check it out. Check them all out, guys. Josh Martin. Check him out. Check out Josh Martin. Let's hope he's wearing clothes. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the donations. Goodbye. Off we go. Yeah, check out Matt Malone. He's probably live streaming. I forgot about Matt. Bye. Goodbye. Looks like I'm talking to a pet hedgehog. I don't know what's going on. Off we go.